Starware. Our passion is for the future.
Cause I'm getting tired of overthinking every move you make, and I can help you decide who you're loving now and how I'm not quite there.
Yeah, the near side trap going to be picked up by Game, trying to send out, but Jason there with the recovery, going to be sent all the way through, picked up there by Mozzie. Mozzie has the open lane. Whoa, what a save there from Ryan. It's one of the biggest saves in the round 2, and it's going to send all the way through. Jaywalker has an open lane, and that was on 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go.
Offensive players, once they get into the bubble zone, that's allowing them to stack up much more quickly as it's on the ground. Moonface, oh, what a save there by Cruisin', and he sends it out, and again that stack is together.
Saves now as he recollects the disc and maybe look for an attacking opportunity, but this may be just as important, if not more important, than Challenger Cup, because this will get them for the opportunity to get into Challenger Cup. But Goran Jr.
bouncing out of the bubble back to his teammate though. Intentional pass, random cross pass to Lord of War. Lord bounce shot, and it's good. What a play! Sin take the lead 4-2.
3 is a 3, as I'm not sure anyone says, but it's a fact. So out, flying in, taking it is Zach, and putting 3 more on the board.
He's looking, he's juking, he's passing over to Pam, and Pam is going to pass it to Frost, who's going to sink it in 4-2 early on here in this first round.
Let's see how Valkyries can respond here. They can't let that get them down.
See Swag War as well in the chat, and I see a Cal 3-point goal. How about that? What was that? 2 seconds.
But unfortunately, no one was there to pick it up. That's going to get picked up by Menacing Mage. Menacing Mage over to Aureliorum. Aureliorum back over to Recep, who's going to sink it in.
Looking like Niles could not find the disc, as Stody can't find the disc. Down to Niles for the slam dunk, making an amazing response.
Pushing out as the lone man, the lone pressure, the forecheck. Jewel going to start walking up with this one. They have 2 of the bubbles, passing it there to Speedy. What a setup.
Actually, set that much farther down. That's not a bounce shot, but it's going to get picked up by his teammate, and they're going to hit the post. No! But there's not over yet, and the second time, it's good.
Watching you with dark eyes every night.
Can't tell time. Actually, I've always known that. I am chronologically challenged. As Av is going to send that, no way. Is that going to be...
Stack there to recover it. It's going to go for a clear, but unfortunately there, Isolate playing very far back for High Voltage. Is going to recover it. Lulz on the recovery, going to go for a pass onto Goran Jr., who's going to juke, going for the one more pass, and Lulz able to secure the first round for High Voltage.
Back in the hands of Aiden. Aiden going low now. Pass to Crispy. Crispy walking it in. Can he do it? Bounce shot. Oh. No, it's recovered by Pigeon. They needed 3 though. They need the goalie. Oh!
They got it! They got it! We're going to overtime! No! You cannot do this.
Now that's going to be through the tube. These stacks, the double stacks are there. The shot is going to be stopped. Talk about that defense getting back at the right time, but it's still in the hands of Helmet. Helmet, another save from Howler. Talk about this defense. They're not letting Helmet put any more points on the board.
Down to neutral zone. Who's there first? No one. It's eventually going to be Tejada. Tejada, no, gets stolen from his hands. X open 3, but gets stunned. Who's going to be there? Catnip. Catnip! 3 points. But Catmon taking an early lead. They are the higher seeded team, I do believe. And definitely maybe showing that 1 rank difference. It's quite large.
Careful because there are a lot of converging defenders. Tries to slice it over to the side. A steal from Sendo. Another shot from Sendo. And send in for 3.
All the way down to the orange side of the arena. Mamba now slapping it right to his teammate. That was actually behind the back blind slap. Zach slowing it down, really patient, slapping it down, passing it to Duke. Duke trying to pass across the Caption. Caption back to Duke, and then Duke in the top pocket over the goalie. Really well played off the bat. Synapse coming out strong.
Going into finals, we have one thing and one thing only on our mind, and that's winning.
I'm fairly confident going into finals. I think we're going to surprise some people.
We're going to bring our highest level of competition we've ever brought. We're not going to disappoint.
Yeah, I've actually been preparing my entire life for this. We know that we can compete with any of the teams in our bracket.
We're able to start proving our worth so far.
Yeah, we're confident.
At the end.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to VR Master League. Guess what? It's finals. Finals day 1. We've already had OCE, we've had EU, and now we have NA for you coming up. Well, right quick. So starting off hot across all our channels, just like with OCE, just like with the EU. Everything is going to be streamed here in VR Master League as we wind down this season. So that said, on the casting booth, I'm Palador. Well, we'll be casting a little bit later, but right here with Sir Dimmy is going to be on the sidelines. We have Lockie over from across the pond and also from across the finals earlier on. We got Sputnik Cobra. So much for subtlety on cams. We got Alduin somewhere in the back line moderating and helping us organize. I got a full team on board. And that said, Dimmy, to you, what's up? This is a big day. This is the day that you've been screaming about for weeks.
Yeah, May 15th, 16th. We are finally here. I just to say I'm excited is That would be a lie because it just it doesn't get anywhere near the level that I am at today. I mean, this is any of the casters in the booth with us can attest to the fact that I've been dancing for the last 10 minutes here, and probably expending too much energy before we even get started. But I'm just that ready to go, and especially, I mean, we're going to be kicking off here 7 versus Synapse. You cannot ask for this is. I don't think we're going to have a single series in this finals that's going to not be a clutch and just absolutely, brawl of a series. I mean, this is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I mean, these two teams, 7 versus Synapse, you're talking 2 of the best offenses, 2 of the best backlines in the league. This is going to be just ridiculous. And also, I mean, just the fact that we're finally here. It's been a 5-month-long season. Yeah. We started back January 5th. Was the first day of the season. It is now May 15th. I mean, that is over 5 months. We've been running 15 weeks there. I even threw some numbers out earlier. We had at least, at the very minimum, we had a minimum of 1,600 active players in the league. I mean, we had what was it, the concurrent teams in week 14, 395. I mean, you're talking 4 players per team. It's insane how much growth we have seen, and that train shows no sign of stopping. And today is just another flag in the path there.
May 15th, May 16th.
Yes.
Over to our casters for these first couple of matches. We have Lockie mentioned, and Lockie, how are you feeling after cups earlier on, going from player to caster and interviewer even? So you got a lot of excitement about to happen here on the stream, and I'm happy to have you within Sputnik cast in this one too.
Yeah, I mean, I played these games earlier today, and the nerves were there, that's for certain. It doesn't matter if you've done a cup before, if you've trained for this, if you've scrimmed these teams 100 times, because anything can happen. Any team can surprise you, and it can just be an upset at any day, and it certainly was for me, at least today. Already got knocked out on day 1, but yeah, it's always going to be a bit of a different occasion, and Cup is just so different to a normal game. And some of these teams, Hivemind and I believe it was Team High Voltage, both worked so hard to get into the Challenger Cup, let alone, and then they won the Challenger Cup and getting through. And they put everything into this. They put their all into this, and now they just need to go as far as they can throughout these finals.
Absolutely, and Sputnik here also been casting across other regions, and I know you're excited, no doubt. I know you know a lot of these players, as do all of us personally, and just watching the developments of these teams, it's been a joy to watch, certainly. But as Lockie said, the pressure more than ever is on because these teams are competing for that their share of that $8,200 prize pool across our regions in cash and prizes. And man, there's going to be some insanity today. If there's anything to judge by just the past Challenger Cups and then the Cups earlier on, I mean, we're going to get some good matches for sure.
Absolutely, and I don't think there's a team that I don't have one player on that roster that I have a friendship with. Zach W., big friend of mine, and I always look to him to play well. And on 7, though, I've got Zux and Citizen, former players from Redshift, and I love to see them play, and I want to see them do really well today. So I really can't pick favorites, although I can, and it's 7, and I want to see them win.
Well, you heard it there. And so much for subtlety. Any opinions there on the cams? One of these days. All the opinions. He agrees wholeheartedly with what we said. Of course, subtlety on our cameras here, but again, across our channels, I mean, we're filled up. We have Luke, Adamfly, and Wonder manning Channel 3. We've got Dano and Kit, Catastrophe, Newton Dad, Nightfire, Solar Pia on Channel 2. We'll have a variety of casters for you across our channels, so rest assured, you're going to have matches to watch for the next several hours and really across the next couple days here. I mean, about to reach that halfway point, I suppose, here soon, but yeah, to say the least. Oh, I think we're about to begin, so I'm going to just hand it off now.
Sure.
Have fun.
And the first score of this game going to Zach W. right above that goal. It's a 9-second goal time, so we got a little bit of a late start, but not making any late goals right now is Synapse. So Synapse taking the first 2 on the board. Let's go, Lockie.
Well, I'm just attempting to get into this match. Even I've been taken off my feet already. I'm gonna leave this one to you while I try desperately to get into this game.
So we'll roll out from 7. 7 not able to make that down court. will be picked up by Synapse, but Synapse not able to send that one down towards the bubble of 7. It will now bounce around towards the half of Synapse, be picked up at the floor by Mamba. Mamba to Tony. And first 2 points going to Synapse. Synapse looking to control the pace of this match. They're going to send that one back to Caption on the back line, and it looks like they'll be playing with Tony instead of Duke in goal. So now Tony with possession. Tony sending that one down. That goalie coming way outside of the bubble. Going to challenge that pass and find possession is now H Money. H Money sending that one forward to Desirable. Desirable with this long pass, but finding that one will be Caption. And right now it's just a trade of possessions. One interception for another interception. Now bouncing in that bubble of Synapse will be picked up by Tony. Tony looking for that clear. It's not going to be all the way out. And bouncing around now towards Trap. That stack coming through from Synapse. Not able to find it, though. Right outside the bubble. This is anyone's possession. It's a chase for it. Coming away with it will be Synapse off a nice play from Tony. Tony now sending that clear through. It's now up to the ceiling, and this is a chance for Synapse, but able to recover will be Citizen on that stack. Throwing another interception. Caption sending that one in the bubble. That one's not going to be anywhere near the goal, but will be picked up by Mamba. Mamba now sending that along the floor, and really these two teams look disorganized from how they typically play. They're really just scrambling for possession. Mamba with it now, and Mamba's going to slow it down for just a second. So Mamba now sending that to Caption. Caption to the floor. Caption to Zach W. And both teams right now just really trying to find a rhythm, trying to get past this defense, both defenses. Now, with an attempt, Caption off the shield, Caption to the upper pocket. That's 4 points on the board. Synapse, which I know is not really favored to win this. Sentiment leaning strongly towards 7. Synapse able to put the first 2 scores on the board. 2 minutes and a half off the clock.
And you could say that is 7 minutes left, as they will be the ones getting the disc now, and it is going to be rolling out with XUX, giving it a pass all the way over to Citizen. Citizen looking for that pass, just going to be a bit wide though, and floating backwards, maybe going to go back into his hands, but Zach W able to get there first, able to get that quick slap back in the hands of XUX, however, going to get this clear all the way through.
So we'll be picked up by Caption along the wall. 2 possession lead right now. To Synapse over 7 will be picked up by Zach W at the floor. Zach really pulling out this defense, able to pull out, I believe, Zucks, actually Citizen. So right now, just clean, collected passing from Synapse. They know 7 is extremely strong, and they're not playing any games right now. Making that drive and getting stopped will be captured by this 7 defense.
And the jump there from those players, they are going to get the disc, they are going to get this clear. They had the stack before, they keep it, however, and a shot coming through, it's just going to ding though. That one is so close and it nearly gets in, and maybe another shot attempt, actually going to be a pass over to XUX, as XUX not able to get that back pass, however, it's going to be in the hands of Synapse. They're able to get that clear, able to get that boost, able to get that disc, able to nearly get that goal. That was so close, but just not quite, as Desirable gets this clear now.
And this long shot coming through, that one's not going to be on, bouncing off the shield. Be picked up by Synapse. Zach W with it, sending it for that clear along the wall and through the 2. But this really isn't organized play from both these teams. They're just going for these clears. Right now, Synapse has this lead over 7. I don't know what Synapse decided to do, and with this pass to the shield and a nice stop from Zach W. But really, this is 2 teams playing out of form right now.
As I said before, these are the nerves that you get in the Master Tier when it is finals. This is it. This is everything on the line. But maybe able to start them off with some points is 7, but nearly, as the pass just going to be stunned out there. However, XUX still has the disc, still looking for the drive into the bubble. How are we going to make that pass up to H Money as H Money dings it? That's another one they needed to secure, and it's going to be the stack now from Synapse. Zach W may be going for this shot. It looks good, but just going to bounce off the shield there. Not all the way in, as it bounces all the way back into the hands of H Money.
And that bounced all the way back to mid before we be picked up by 7. This long shot coming through. That pass actually to Zach. Zach gonna get stunned out. It's gonna be lost by one of the players on 7. H Money to recover it. But there are a lot of stuns happening. There were so many stuns happening that allowed that shot to bounce all the way back, and that one's going to be good from Zach W. 18 meters a second at 32 meters. That's a 7-point lead now to Synapse. But there are so many stuns going through that shot that would bounce off the shield would travel all the way back to mid because there's so much disruption. No one had stacks together.
And disruption there as the goal just isn't marked. There's 2 players on the left side of the goal, 1 player on the right side of the goal, and they just can't get right in front of the goal to stop that shot, and it will cost them the 3 points, and that's 3 points they really didn't need to lose right now, as Synapse once again getting this recollect, getting the pass back to Zach W, but honestly, they need to start organizing their plays as 7. They have the potential to do this. They've made some brilliant saves. They just need to start capitalizing on them. They just need to start attacking for themselves and start putting some points on the board.
And nice, composed passing from Synapse right now. They're trying to pull out this 7 defense. 7's down by 7 points. And that might not be a good look when you're down by your namesake, but Tony to receive that clear. Tony with his shot. That one's good. That's now 10 points to Synapse. Synapse is dominating this game. Almost 7 minutes off this clock right now. And Synapse just really looking to run away with this first round.
You should have not said they were 7 points down, because they really were not for long. As that composed play, the time they took waiting, drawing out that defense, and as soon as they see that defense out of place for just a second, they're going to capitalize on it, make that beautiful shot. Such a difficult angle under such pressure, and he makes it. But once again, recollecting the disc, it's Tony giving it back over, and they're really just running this clock down now. They have a 10-point lead, and with only 3 minutes left, this game looks like it's nearly to them if they can keep up this possession and keep on this time wasting down, as Caption makes another pass all the way over to Zach W, but a missed pass actually here. Citizen goes for the shot, but saved there from Caption as Caption clears out.
This is going for a long shot. Another long shot coming through from Synapse. That one's not going to be on target. Challenge for possession. Able to come away with it now is 7 Desirable. Looking for a clear. Able to get that through off the ceiling, but in the tube it will be another challenge. Citizen will come away with it. Citizen with this long pass outside the bubble. Now up for that cut, but that one's not going to be good. That's going to bounce off the crossbar. Mamba's going to find that clear through the tube.
Gonna get that clear all the way through, but maybe recollected, but Zach W's gonna be the one with the hands on it. Nearly with the shot, though. Not able to make it, though. Just gonna go off the backboard all the way back out. No one getting a hand on it once again, but maybe with a shot attempt here. Just gonna bounce off the Geo, though, back down. Maybe gonna go in still off the backboard. However, not gonna go through Citizen, just chasing it down. However, it's Desirable with an open goal. Desirable takes a shot, and Desirable desires that shot, and he gets it. What a beautiful shot. The goalie was there. He was back, but not prepared for a shot like that.
That's a minute 42 on the clock. Not able to find that save would be Mamba. The defense would recover, but just not enough time to really set up in goal to find the save that they needed. So now with possession will be Synapse for the first time this round. They have a 7-point buffer, and they're looking to take this first round, and they're really playing with composed passing, trying to run down this clock against the 7 defense.
And Caption now giving the pass off to Zach W. Another shot coming through here, but this one's marked, luckily, by XUX, holding the back line. Not so much luckily, actually, as he's experienced. He knows he can get in the way of that one, and he's hiding there, making him think that the shot is open, but it is not. He is ready to recollect that one as Desirable now moves his way forward, maybe going for an ender here, maybe actually going for a pass to this floating in stack, as it will be recollected by XUX. XUX looking for that backboard pass, but just stolen by the goalie. The clear's not good, though. Desirable gets it, and Desirable gives it over to Citizen. Citizen with a shot, but the save from Tony as Tony gets this one out, but back into the hands of XUX.
So 40 seconds on the clock and ticking. A drive coming through. Desirable getting the shot. Able to pick up the rebound off the head of the goalie. So that's 2 more points, but that's not enough time in this first round. And Synapse is going to come away with this first round win. 30 seconds, though. 7 can look to make a statement and carry some momentum into the second round.
I think they've already done that here now with these 5 points. That's certainly going to help them in the second round. Maybe they've adjusted to Synapse. Maybe Synapse have switched something up here for today. But nevertheless, they've got some momentum going now. Now they just need to keep it up, as these stacks are just keeping the pressure up now. But that will be round 1 to Team 7. And they will take it. Synapse, however, losing the edge there towards the end as the plays are coming through for 7.
And with that, we're going to kick it to Sir Dimly on sidelines.
Yeah, what a first round there for Synapse. Well, at least the first, I would say 3/4, 3/4 of that round. I mean, they got those first 4 goals unanswered. A 2 there from Zach, 2 from Caption, 3 from Zach, 3, that big 3 there, from Tony. But both teams, I mean, notable there, both teams had a pretty rough start here. But I don't know if they were cold coming in. I don't know if maybe they got in their own heads to start out, or they just had to feel out the other team. Both teams had a really rough start, and it was Synapse. What you saw was Synapse getting their kind of catching their balance first there. But that was that's kind of what ultimately led to that, especially the kind of Zach and Tony really kind of catching fire, really popping off once they got comfortable in the game. There, you got 3 saves of Tony and 5 points of Zach. Those are absolutely significant turning points in that round. Now, we did see near the end of that round, 7 did start picking it back up. We saw actually the last 2 goals in that round were both from Desirable, both from 7. So once 7 found their footing finally, it looked like Synapse wasn't quite able to keep up. So I'm very curious what the second round is going to look like, because with both these teams now finally warmed up, finally feeling good, I wouldn't be able to predict who it's going to go to. Back to you guys.
Neutral joust underway. That will be won by Synapse, but Synapse is going to lose it to the 7 defense in the bubble. That clear will go through the tube, and now floating around right above this bubble. No one's there yet. Stun's coming through. Zux would be stunned. He'd be the most forward player from 7. So now with possession will be Tony. Tony trying to find a clear. That one's going to bounce off the Geo. This is a chance for 7. They have an open goal. Do they have the angle? And Citizen able to slice that one right through.
And what an angle it was. That was certainly not an easy one, but he takes that type of shot. He takes the overarm, just able to slot the disc in perfectly right between the bars, and it goes straight in with a beautiful shot. However, they have carried on this momentum. They have done what they wanted to do, and they're keeping it up now. Now they just need to keep punching, keep hitting, kicking them while they're down maybe, but nearly a steal coming through here. Actually, it will be a steal. Desirable takes a shot. It's going to ding, however. That would have been more momentum that they needed, but maybe coming in with more now as H-Money gets to this, but a clear now coming from Tony to cool things down.
That will be intercepted by Zux at the back line. Zux sending that immediately forward. H-Money has a pass attempt on a cut, but it's too far ahead. Coming out of goal will be Zach, I believe, to slap that one out, but this is still a chance for 7. Zux to recover. Zux sending that one along the ceiling. H-Money with this drive. H-Money going to take it in for 2.
And the momentum that we're seeing here now. They have already scored 4 points and only 1 minute and 30 seconds now. They have the momentum from that first round, from the end of that first round, and they've clearly carried it on through here. And they are just hitting hard now, and they need to keep adding this pressure to bring us to a round 3 maybe.
And an error coming through on this joust advantage from Synapse. H-Money to pick it up. H-Money recognizing the pressure, sending that right back to Desirable. Zux just approaching from midline, and they're going to slow it down, sending that back to Zux. Zux now forward. Then an interception coming through from Mamba, but Mamba not able to find the clear.
However, finding a clear, it's going to be Tony. Tony gets that one all the way through. It's going to be in the hands of Zach W, but just stunned out, however, by Zux there as now the clear comes through from the side. But, however, Tony actually in the midline, able to recollect that one. Tony juking around now, looking for this pass above goal, but it's going to be intercepted, however. That one's denied, however, bouncing off the Geo back into the hands of Tony as Tony stunned out by that fast stack, and it's going to be back into the hands of Team 7 now as they get this clear through.
And that will bounce through the tube into the hands of H-Money. H-Money with this one-on-one. He's going to take that one, and he's going to make that one. So now a 6-point lead to 7. 7 really turning it around from the performance in the first round. Nearly 3 minutes off the clock. This is a different round, Lockie.
That's for certain. Honestly, Team 7 now are just pushing harder and harder, and these slip-ups that Synapse are doing is going to cost them, and maybe it's going to cost them a round, and maybe bring us to a round 3, and that's another slip-up back into the hands of Citizen. Citizen now juking around, moving towards the bubble, taking his time. He is pressured by that player from Synapse, but going to lose the disc there to that player as H-Money is stunned out by Caption, giving Caption the time he needs to get the disc and get this clear through.
And that will be past Zux at the tube. This is now in the bubble of 7 with that forward player from Synapse. And Synapse going to take that in. Tony finding the 2 points. First 2 points of this round for Synapse. Synapse looking to recover from a few missteps. That's 2 missteps, 2 errors on joust advantage from Synapse. The last one didn't sink them, and they're not letting that happen again, so they will put 2 on the board. Now it's 7 with joust advantage.
Yeah, they really came back after that mess up at the start there, but now looking to add some points back onto the board as Citizen and keep this momentum up, maybe, as he makes this pass all the way over to H-Money, and H-Money now drifting forwards with it, actually making a back pass all the way over to Desirable, and Desirable now taking his time, moving up, really just walking out here. He's just taking a stroll towards the bubble. He's not really pressured. He's starting to get pressured. He takes a shot, but in the goal is Mamba. Mamba's going to get this clear out, and the Stack's following it. The Stack gets it. It's going to be Mamba once again. Mamba with the pass, however, going to be intercepted. However, going to get that stun. It's going to be Desirable. Desirable gets the stun, gets the clear, and that one's all the way out.
And looking to leech that... Oh, man. Looking to leech that one would be a player from Synapse. Zuck's able to find possession, put that one in the bottom pocket. Just maybe a misplay right there from Synapse, and that one's going to cost them another 3 points.
That one slip up, that one mistake is punished so hard with a 3-pointer from Zucks. He sneaks his way in there, he gets the disc as the other man doesn't seem to be able to get a hand on it, and immediately with the goal, a beautiful shot and a beautiful play overall as Mamba gets the ender on this player, maybe getting the clear attempt. The Stack's following in, the Stack gets the stun, they get the disc. Tony now taking his time backing it out of the bubble, however, Tony giving it all the way over to Zach W. Zach W taking his time, Zach W gonna give it all the way above, gonna be a missed pass. Tony, however, gonna get it, Couchin gonna get it, Mamba gonna get it, nearly, however, with the shot, just gonna be a bit wide, and Citizen gets this Stack out in the clear.
And that forward player from 7 will have all the time, and he'll make it at 9 meters just outside that bubble. That's another 3 points. And you can see on that previous play, Synapse, they had the two players in the bubble against that 7 defense, and 2 players outside the bubble. And they were just kind of floating back towards the midline, and they just didn't know what to do, so maybe a bit of miscommunication from Synapse.
But that's twice that they've been in the bubble now. Twice with a goal opportunity, and twice they've missed it. But maybe missing the disc here. It's going to be Desirable with his hand on it. Now it's going to be Citizen with his hand on it. Citizen with a hand taking the shot. However, going to miss it. Going to bounce off that Geo there as it's going to be recollected by Mamba. However, in the hands of Desirable, and Desirable giving over to H-Money. H-Money may be looking for an attack. However, it's going to be stolen. H-Money once again with the disc, and H-Money with the goal. What a beautiful shot and a beautiful play. H-Money gets the stun, gets the disc, and gets the goal, and that's a 12-point lead now for Team 7. They brought this round 2 back with style and with power.
But right now, Synapse is looking a bit disorganized. I don't know if they're conceding this second round and trying to preserve energy for this third round. They've made 2 mistakes on Joust advantage. They made a mistake on offense. They made a mistake. That's 4 mistakes, I believe. And we all know at the high level, mistakes get punished. And they get punished hard, so H-Money sending that one through. It's now in the bubble of Synapse. And these Stacks coming back, trying to get on defense with it at the floor is Citizen. Citizen recognizing this pressure and backing out to Desirable.
And once again, another punish coming through from the side of 7, and Zuck's now looking for this open pass. That player's not marked, and the shot from Citizen. Citizen finds that short angle and takes the quick shot with a goalie who is completely unsuspecting. That one was bewildering and beautiful at the same time. What a beautiful shot from the underside, going straight into the goal, and that's now a 14-point lead. I'm not sure if it's 100% yet, but this looks like it's going to be a game to 7 and a round 3 coming through.
So Tony pulling out that defender, Desirable. Desirable now pressuring possession holder. A soft cross pass coming through, and you can see Desirable's hot on the heels of these passes. Tony now with it. Tony looking behind, recognizing Desirable. Sending that now down to the floor. Synapse, but coming out of goal and finding that slap through will be Zucks. It's not all the way out, so still a chance for Synapse as Tony has possession.
And Tony has possession. He looks at pass, but Desirable going to intercept it. Maybe going for a shot here. Just going to bounce off the Geo all the way back down. And now it's a stack race. It does look like it's going to be Zucks with the hand on the disc. And Zucks with a hand throwing it into the goal. And that's another 2-pointer from the side of 7. And they're not just 7 points up. They are now 16 points up. And that's not just a round win. That's a round decimation. Maybe they're looking for a mercy at this point. And that is not what I expected to see after such a round 1.
So less than 90 seconds on the clock. Synapse just opting for this headbutt play. They're not going to have possession. It will bounce out of their hands at mid. Now in the hands of H-Money. H-Money sending that one back to the back line, but able to recover that pass. So now, just looking to run out the clock, maybe trying to go for a Mercy now, is 7. Desirable's gonna lose it, regain it now with that forward play into the bubble. Zux with this drive. Zux gonna get shut down by Tony. Tony with a beautiful stop. Less than a minute on the clock. 7 looking for a Mercy.
Desirable makes his pass over to Citizen. Citizen with a drive on the bubble, just gonna drop the disc, however. That's not what I was expecting, but it is the unexpected that's gonna cost them as Mamba gets this throw out. Maybe a shot coming through, maybe a boob shot all the way. However, it's gonna be a stack race, and of course, it's gonna be 7. Once again, recollecting with these fast stacks that they seem to be holding, and they seem to always be getting these stacks formed faster as Zux gets the disc, gets the pass over to H-Money. H-Money gives it over to Desirable. Desirable with a duck, with a juke, and with a slam dunk as Desirable puts it in, and that's an 18-point lead, and that's finishing with style.
So Desirable will get through 2 players of this defense, and they will finish 20-2 in this second round. We will now be going into a third round. We are now going to be going to Sir Dimwee on the sidelines.
I mean, you want to talk about a change of momentum there, a shift of momentum. I mean, this one starts. You got the 3 goals from 7 that were unanswered, but that was after the 2 goals to end the last round. They actually went if you take that carry over there, they went 11 unanswered points to start the round, and then there was that single goal from Caption about halfway through. I think there was like about 5.5 minutes remaining when he put that one in. He gets a 2 there. That breaks up the scoring, but then from that point on, 14 unanswered points here from 7. 14 unanswered points. They got within 2 points of mercying Synapse in the finals. Absolutely unbelievable. And I do expect, although, I mean, I honestly, I don't know what to expect. I was going to say I do expect Synapse to come back here, but the other thing I want to point out is if you look at the stats, every single player in the game getting points on the board, as I do believe we're just coming back from a timeout here. We are back from a...
That is correct. We miscalled that.
Yeah, sorry.
But we're more than happy to bring you in for the timeouts, and we can send it right back to you. But the time will run out on this, so it'll be Joust advantage with maybe 3 seconds. But this is most definitely a second round going to 7. And if you want to take it back, Sir Dimmy, I'd be more than happy. I love your analysis. We love your input.
Well, I was gonna go on about looking over the stats there. I can't. That's funny. I've never actually seen that happen before. Really threw me off guard there. Yeah, we're now going to this intermission. Now we have about a minute to go over already pointed out. There's the scoring drive there from from 7. But the other thing I wanted to point out, we have total saves in this game. You have 11 saves to Synapse, 7 to 7. That's fun. And every single player in the game getting saves on the board. I don't think, looking at this, I typically refer to a player like Desirable as a backliner. But this is why, if you look at these stats, this is why people say, don't look at the game as having positions, as having these set positions. Everybody plays everywhere. And when you're talking about this level of gameplay, we're talking about this level of Echo Arena, this top, very, very tip-top level of gameplay here. Everybody has to play everywhere, and you see how that works out on the scoreboard there. Most players in the game getting assists, almost every single player getting points on the board, and every single player getting saves in the game. So, the whole idea of there being goalies and they're not, I'm a goalie, I'm not a goalie. When you're at the top, everybody's a goalie, everybody's a striker, everybody's a mid laner. And you can see that playing out on the stat board here. I'm so excited for this third round. I do not know what to expect. I want to see Synapse come back and punch 7 in the teeth, but I want to see 7 dominate again, because that was an incredible performance.
And I want to channel that energy into this round, and both these teams want to channel that energy. The neutral joust had been won by Synapse, but 7's going to pick that one up, sending it through. It's going to bounce off the Geo, be picked up by these stacks. Desirable now feeding that one forward. Citizen with the open goal as this defense looks to retreat. That's 3 points on the board going to 7.
That's 3 points already, and 7 have come out with such an explosive start. The same explosive start that they did in this round 2, and maybe we're going to see something similar, but everything is on the line for Synapse. This is the game they want to win. This is certainly a game they want to take now, and this is the rounds that they'll need to take to do it. And Tony now, with the disc, gonna calm things down, take his time. Synapse love to play this slow defense and make that top pass all the way over to Mamba, and Mamba gonna give it over to Caption as Caption gives it all the way down, going through everyone's hands, but Zach W stunned out from that player. Citizen there, as Citizen gets this clear all the way through.
And that will be cleared through now at the ceiling, going past one of the players of 7. Synapse to recover it. Zach W sending that one long to Mamba. Mamba trying to find an angle. Not under pressure just yet as the 7 defense pounces. But that one's going to go cross-court. No one is there. This stack needs to recover from Synapse, and they will. Zach with it now. Zach going to the ceiling. Going to send that one down to the floor.
And now Tony with the drive into the bubble. Tony giving a pass, but a save comes through, and that's another save. Everyone can do the goalie, and especially that player from 7 there as he gets the save. He gets the disc once again, gets this clear out. Not going to be good, though. Going to be recollected maybe by himself, actually. H-Money with the disc possession. So much all of a sudden. H-Money gets this clear through. However, not going to be all the way through. Citizen gets the catch on it, but recollected by Caption as Caption gives this one to Zach W.
Zach W sending that one through mid, but look at how fast 7 stacks are. Citizen able to recover. They're going to slow it down. Nearly 2 minutes off the clock. Citizen finally under pressure from Mamba. He's going to send that one kind of errantly towards the ceiling. Will be recovered by Desirable. Now Synapse's backstack is pouncing. That one's going to be through tube. And that's what's going to be picked up by Tony now. So Synapse only keeping 7 to a 3-point lead. 7 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. This is a good third round so far.
This game has barely even begun at this rate. Only 3 points on the board, but 7 minutes and 30 seconds as the stacks come through, nearly able to get a hand on it. But this could be a point here. It's going to be stunned out, however, and going to be stunned out again is Caption as Desirable gets the pass off to Zux, and Citizen actually, but the save from Tony, and Tony gets this pass off, but stolen once again in H-Money. H-Money gets the shot. What a beautiful play, beautiful saves, beautiful clears, beautiful steals. But that's now a 5-point lead, and that was hectic. I don't even know what was going on there.
So a lot of commotion in that bubble. Mamba would get the pass from the goalie was trying to find a lane to clear it in, opting to send that pass to Mamba. Mamba coming back from the stun, maybe not reacting with the urgency he needed in that situation. It would be stolen out of his hands, and that's 2 points now to 7. So with this 5-point lead, it's 7 looking to take this round, to take this series in a reverse sweep. It will now be at the ceiling, be taken by Tony. Tony not able to find that pass. Looking to recover it will be Zach. Zach's going to send that one through, bouncing around, but now in the hands of H-Money for the clear through.
Tony gets a hand on it, however. Tony gets this throw, but it's going to be stolen. Desirable hiding on the back line, able to get a hand on that, but Citizen's going to get stolen, however. Caption on the disc now. Caption maybe looking for a shot, however, stolen from H-Money there as H-Money gets this clear, but the stacks are racing. The stacks are getting that disc as Zach W able to recollect him now, maybe looking for this pass. They really are just taking their time.
That they are, so now Caption with it. Caption approaching mid, gonna send that interception, actually bouncing off one of the heads of the players in that stack. This is a long shot coming through. That one's not gonna be good. It will be picked up. Another stun coming through, this time for Synapse. Synapse now with possession. Mamba up to that cutting player above, doesn't have the angle. Caption scrambling, sending that one outside the bubble. Tony looking for an angle. They're gonna slow it down. Synapse needs to play to their advantages right now.
And they are just taking their time, but however, speeding things up as Zach W gives a pass out, but slowing it down right away again as Mamba actually opting to move all the way back, taking all of that distance that they have gained out for granted. They know they can make it again as Caption gets to this. Caption, however, stunned out by Desirable there, but all the way back into the hands of Tony.
They need to push into that bubble right now. Approaching halftime mark for this third round. 5-point lead now to 7. Tony with it. Tony trying to get past this defense. Tony not able to find that pass into the hands of its intended target. Will be picked up by Caption. Caption along the ceiling. There's a 2-to-2 player in the bubble, but they're not able to pounce. They're not able to take advantage of this positioning, and they'll send it right back out. They're trying to find something right now. They'll send that now to Zach, and they're just running down this clock when they have this disadvantage. That soft pass is going to go through. Zach is just going to give up possession like that.
However, not giving up possession is H-Money. H-Money giving it all the way over to Zux, and Zux with a drive into the bubble, Zux with a shot. And all of those efforts from Team Synapse denied at the last second. So much time they took trying to get this attack, but Team 7 able to take their time. They know they have that lead. They just kept that strong bubble defense and eventually got a hand on this. Eventually got the clear. Eventually got the stacks and got the goal, and they are now 7 points up. We do have 4 minutes left, though. This is anybody's game. Do not count Synapse out just yet.
So Caption trying to pull out that forward stack from 7. 7 now retreating onto defense. Finding possession at the floor will be Citizen. Citizen sending that one. That might actually be in, and that one is in the left pocket. Excellent shot from Citizen at 51 meters. Now a 10-point lead. in the third round.
And that is not one that I believe Synapse were expecting to go in. I do not think they were ready to get that one, but maybe they just need to get their stacks in time and get their defense back in time, because a lot of the time, Team 7 are just catching them off guard. Maybe catching them off guard there is Citizen, but able to get the pass off to Caption and able to get the pass off to Zach W, but the goalie's there. The goalie's hanging back. He's covering the goal. And now Tony looking for a pass all the way up. It's going to be in the hands of Mamba. Mamba giving it over to Caption. Caption, but the headbutt actually from Citizen, as Citizen's even surprised at that one. Citizen, however, getting the disc. Maybe going for a shot here. Just going to bounce off the Geo into the hands of Desirable. Desirable juking around, taking his time, but the stack coming in from Team Synapse with speed, able to recollect this one and get the clear and the boost as Zach W goes for a throw now.
And that will be picked up by Zux. Zux under pressure from that Synapse stack, but able to get one that through mid. It will now be in the hands. A little bit of a commotion right there. Citizen would get punched and shoved by one of the players of Synapse. You can see the 7 stack coming through, though. H-Money finding possession. H-Money now down to the floor, but that pass isn't on target. Will be picked up by Citizen. Citizen along the backboard, now into the hands of H-Money. H-Money taking that one in for 2. 12-point lead. 2 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock.
And this is not what I expected for this third round. I expected quite a close game between these teams, but Team 7 have just been decimating. The momentum they picked up from the start of round 1, they have just kept on steamrolling through, kept on powering through, and keep on getting those points as the headbutt is taken here, and H-Money looking to add some more points onto the board. Citizen gives it off. Citizen looks for that bounce shot, but gonna be able to save it is Tony there on the back line, able to get a hand on it.
Citizen maybe not realizing that a goalie was there, going for that cheeky ceiling shot. It would be shut down by that Synapse back liner. Caption now going up to the ceiling. That's perfectly timed. Mamba with possession. Mamba down to that cut, and that's perfectly executed. Zach with a little bit of a whirl and twirl as he ascends into that goal. So that's 2 points on the board. 1 minute, 40 seconds on the clock. Synapse isn't going to be held to a shutout in this third round.
That is 2 points too late. Sadly, that is the 2 points they needed a long time ago. This is going to be, I think, almost impossible to win back, but maybe trying to do it is Zach W. Zach W gets the stack, gets the stun on that player, and if they can do a few more of those, maybe this game really isn't over.
Maybe it isn't, but only time will tell. Now only a 7-point deficit to Synapse. Synapse looking to blitz this joust advantage like they did the last one. They're going to have to do that. Actually, maybe a little bit of a staggered late blitz, but that backstack will fly past the ball as well. The disc, excuse me, will be flying past the disc as well. So now with it is Desirable. Desirable going for a long shot. That one's not going to be good. It will now bounce along the wall, be picked up by Citizen. Citizen's going to get stunned out. Mamba looking for a clear.
Mamba gets that clear, a beautiful clear as well. Scooped by the Geo there. Zach W maybe with a beautiful shot, but a beautiful save coming in through from H-Money as H-Money gets this clear out. And that one's going to be all the way out. Actually, a pass to Citizen. And Citizen maybe going for the shot here, just going to bounce back off the Geo, maybe into the hands of 7 once again, but not able to get a hand on it. Zux, however, slowly trailing behind that disc. He will inevitably get a hand on it as now H-Money takes the disc on the back line. Only 20 seconds left, and this will be the game to Team 7, but will it be by 7 points or will it be by more?
We don't know, but right now they're looking to put more on the board and trying to get through, getting slapped out by Tony. Tony's not letting that happen. So with these last few seconds running out, that one's going to be off the shield, and that will be the third round to 7 in 7 points. And with that, we're going to send this to Sir Dimwee on sidelines.
So this Team 7 is on another level. This was absolutely. I have to point out that because at the end of that second round there, that they were up. They had that was 14 unanswered points at the end of the second round there from 7, and then they continued that into the third round for a total 26 unanswered points until Zach got that 2 that contributed to the 5 points in that final round there. Absolutely unbelievable. I was calling it. What's that long 3 came from Citizen? That one that put them up to 10 points, up 10-0. From that point, game was over. No doubt about it. It was. Yeah, that was. I cannot. The performance here from 7. You know, I mentioned it in the first round. I was talking about how both teams started really off balance. They weren't really, both were having trouble there, and it was Synapse that got back into the game first. And you saw how that they started running up that score, but then near the end of that first round, 7 finally found their balance, and we commented on that as well. Talking about both teams found their balance, it just happened to be Synapse first, and from the moment 7 found that balance, they absolutely dominated this game. To say that I'm impressed with what I just saw from 7 here, I expect them to go much deeper than I was originally expecting earlier in the day. Also, one really important point I do have to point out is Sputnik called the disc a ball. What?
You know what? I'm so ashamed of myself. You can see the dissatisfaction on my. I haven't ever done that. I don't know what is happening. I've been a little off rhythm. Don't point it out. I'm not having a good time.
You know, I had to, cause that definitely caught the ear, because I know you're really you're one who definitely usually points that out. Don't call it a ball, and catch yourself on. I know it happens to the best of us, though, man. It's all good.
And with that, this will be 7 taking this in 3 rounds over Synapse. I love you, Sir Dimmy, but you make me cry. So then we're gonna be going to Ethereal versus 4 Kings. For the next matchup, I'm Sputnik Cobra. I've been joined by Locky11 and the wonderful, talented Sir Dimwee, who makes me cry, and we'll be back soon.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Cause I'm getting tired of overthinking every move you make, and I can help you decide who you're loving now and how I'm not quite there.
Yeah, the near side trap gonna be picked up by Game, trying to send out, but Jason there with the recovery, gonna be sent all the way through, picked up there by Mozzie. Mozzie has the open lane. Whoa! What a save there from Ryan. It's one of the biggest saves in the round 2. It's gonna send all the way through. Jaywalker has an open lane, and that was on. 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go.
Offensive players, once they get into the bubble zone, that's allowing them to stack up much more quickly as it's on the ground. Moonface, oh, what a save there by Cruzen, and he sends it out, and again that stack is together.
Saves now as he recollects the disc and maybe look for an attacking opportunity, but this may be just as important, if not more important, than Challenger Cup, because this will get them for the opportunity to get into Challenger Cup. But Goran Jr.
the bubble back to his teammate, though. Intentional pass. Random cross pass to Lord of War. Lord bounce shot, and it's good. What a play. Sin take the lead 4-2.
3 is a 3, as I'm not sure anyone says, but it's a fact. So out, flying in, taking it is Zach, and putting 3 more on the board.
He's looking, he's juking, he's passing over to Pam, and Pam is going to pass it to Frost, who's going to sink it in for 2 early on here in this first round.
Let's see how Valkyries can respond here. They can't let that get them down.
See Swag War as well in the chat, and I see a Cal 3 point.
Hello and welcome back to this second round of the first day of the North American Finals. This is Ethereal versus 4 Kings. I'm Sputnik Cobra. I'm joined by Locky11 as my co-caster and Sir Dimwee on sidelines. How are you doing, Locky?
I'm hyped. This is it. This is round 2. We have already done one, and I've already seen the level that these teams are going to be playing at, the heart that these teams are going to be using for this. And I'm just expecting to see more and more. I wasn't expecting to see such a 3-round game that we saw last time, that we were fortunate enough to see, but I want to see it again. I want to see the exact same thing going out, and I want to see the power from these teams, 2 very high-level teams. I want to see them go at each other.
And what do you want to see, Sir Dimwee?
I want to see Ethereal take it all. Anybody who happened to see my bracket poll that I put out for North America, I have Ethereal taking it all. And I am standing by that, although I love this 4 Kings team. They're absolutely one of my favorite teams in North America, in the league at all. But Ethereal, I saw something out of that team the other week, and I'm really hoping to see them carry it on. I want to see this team fly into the finals here.
Let's see if this comes true for Sir Dimwee. That's what he wants to see. We want to see 3 rounds. This will be one off neutral joust by 4 Kings, bouncing around the bubble, and out of the bubble will be picked up by Cruisin. Cruisin with this drive towards the goal, and he's going to make that one for 2. Chrome putting a lot of pressure on that goalie, making that one happen.
And already coming out the gate strong, coming out the gate fast, and 4 Kings putting it in for 2 to start them off. But time to return. It is Ethereal. Ethereal running out fast, running out hot as C. Jason takes the disc. C. Jason now looking for his options. He makes a pass over to single shot, but a missed pass going to be here. Mozzie not able to get a hand on it as he is stunned there, and Ender not able to get a hand on it. However, it's going to be C. Jason looking for a clear. However, that one's not going to be good. I'm not sure what's even happening. We've only just started and I'm confused already as JT now manages to get this clear out. However, once again stolen, and it's Chrome getting a hand on the disc, and Chrome getting a pass all the way over to Ender, and Ender now just taking his time.
So Ender under pressure, sending that one to the back line to Cruisin. Cruisin making his way up to Bowtie, and they're not biting. They're not going out of the bubble. They're waiting for this offense to approach them. Holding from below shield would be single shot, but above the goal, and slamming that one in will be Andy W. Now a 2-possession lead to 4 Kings. Well played by 4 Kings. Ethereal tried to predict that. They tried to hold their defense back, and that only hurt them in the end.
They took so much time there. Four Kings really just waited for that one open opportunity, and that's all it takes for one of the Kings to get a shot off. But this scooping disc here rolling over the side there, just going to be in the hands of Mozzie now. Mozzie giving it all the way back to C. Jason, and C. Jason taking his time on the back line. Pressured, however, from Ender, and Ender maybe going for a shot here. It looks a bit high, though, just going to bounce with the Geo, and it is a stack race, and it looks like maybe the player from Four Kings is going to be there first, but JT able to get a hand on it there. But C. Jason now with the hand on it, looking for maybe a bounce shot. Actually going to be in Mozzie's hands now as Mozzie loses the disc there, and it's back in the hands of Cruisin.
Cruisin sending that cross pass to Ender. Ender now going for that clear towards that stack. It will be in the hands of Four Kings, but not for long. Looking to retrieve it off. The Geo will be Chrome. Chrome looking for something, sending that to that cut, and not able to get through this defense. There will be a change of hands on defense, but they will get it out of the bubble. But still, in the hands of Four Kings. Four Kings with this drive. Ender now along the ceiling. Ender to Andy. Andy looking for an angle now down to that cut. Another cut attempt, but Chrome will be stunned out. It will be picked up by Ender. Looks like a slap coming through from the goalie of Ethereal, and you can see one of the players consoling the other players of Ethereal, but maybe just a little bit of an error, and they will get punished by 4K on that one.
I think it was a bit of an accidental double grab coming from the goalie, not able to pull off the ding of the goal, the rim of the goal, and able to get that disc as he just misses it and goes a bit high as Ender able to get a hand on it first, surprisingly, but he will get that goal, and that's now a 6-point lead already, and they have come out these gates strong, but I think that's an attempt at a cloud shot. However, not going to be perfect, just going to bounce slightly to the side, back into the hand of Ethereal as they once again recollect as Mozzie gets this clear now.
That will be through the tube and into the bubble of 4K, but 4K stack's able to recover. You can see that forward stack from Ethereal pressuring. It will be an interception. Losing it, though, will be a player from Ethereal. Ender now getting that clear through. A bunch of stuns coming through in the backcourt. One of the stacks from Ethereal will be disabled, and now forward pass in the hands of Chrome. Chrome going to finish it off. That's 8 points now to Four Kings. They're looking strong in this first round.
Looking strong in the first round. Chrome able to duck past the shield even there. Able to get that 2 points, and that's now 8 points. 6 minutes on the clock. They have come out strong, but guess who needs to come out stronger now? It's C. Jason. Not coming out so strong, though. Actually coming out patient, taking his time, maybe realizing that he's got all the time in the world still. This game's barely even started for him. He's ready, maybe going to look for a shot attempt, maybe actually looking for a clear and boost, but the stacks from Four King able to get it first there as the leech does come through from the side of Ethereal.
Right now, this Four Kings defense is doing all the right things. That will be now off the wall, dinging off the crossbar. Will be picked up by C. Jason at the back line. 5 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. More than enough time to come back for Ethereal, but right there, another interception. That shot's not going to be good. Now bouncing out of the bubble will be picked up by Single Shot. Single Shot going to send that one softly, and a nice stiff arm coming through from Mozzie.
And the stacks are true as C. Jason able to get a hand on it. C. Jason now into the hands of Mozzie, and Mozzie with an attack on the bubble, and Mozzie with the shot. Maybe a self-pass looking for there. Is it just going to be a bit wide? Going all the way out into the hands of Chrome as Chrome gets the slap, but JT on the midline. JT able to get a hand on it. JT able to give this one back to Mozzie. Mozzie able to give this one all the way back to C. Jason as C. Jason takes his time, maybe backing this one out once again all the way to Single Shot as Single Shot takes his time in the midline.
So far, this Ethereal offense hasn't really been able to work together to get into this bubble. They've been shut down by this Four Kings defense. 4K now holding from the bubble, waiting for this approaching offense. A cross coming through to C. Jason. C. Jason back to Single Shot. Single Shot with a drive, but all four players would pounce. The goalie even coming out to challenge that drive that's now through the tube. This is another chance for 4K. They have that forward positional advantage. That shot will be off the shield, and a nice stop coming through from Mozzie.
Mozzie floating in with speed and catching that disc, but maybe not going to be able to catch this one. Enter is going to duck past that player, get the angle on the goal, get the goal itself, and that's now a 10-point lead. That's even stronger for them. Brilliant save from Mozzie, but Ender not having any of that, able to get the disc, get the duck, get the goal nicely. 3 minutes and 50 on the clock. Losing my words. This game is getting me pumped, but there's 10-point lead now And this team has started powering through. 4 Kings have just kept on adding to the board, but maybe with a spin shot, and it's gonna be in. Single shot making the spin shot, and that one's beautiful. That one was amazing, and he gets that spin, he gets the shot, and that is a 7-point lead now only for Team 4 Kings.
So a little bit of a slip up from 4K. Single shot with that effortless back slap. I mean, that was a slap. That wasn't a throw. That was effortless. And you could see the other players on Ethereal pursuing that towards the bubble, waiting right outside the goal. They recognized that the angle on that shot was right, the trajectory was right, and they allowed it to go in for 3. So that might be the momentum shift for Ethereal, at least a little bit, that they need right now. And Sir Dimwee, what are you thinking?
This has been just a phenomenal performance here from 4K so far. Now I am still waiting for Ethereal to find that that thing I was talking about in the last game that we were casting about finding your balance. And to me, it looks like Ethereal has not yet found the balance. It looks to me like 4 Kings started this on balance, and Ethereal has yet to find that just like I said, that balance there. And so I'm really waiting and expecting Ethereal to find that balance. Now, once they do find it, I don't know what this game is going to ultimately look like, because honest to goodness, 4 Kings just looks so good right now. I mean, the offensive powerhouse that I always felt was intrinsically promised by this roster is certainly coming through here. I mean, you look at shots taken, 8 here for 4 Kings and 2 there for Ethereal. Really shows you just on both sides of the arena how dominant 4 Kings can be, especially now cruising back in the game. Cruzen was missing for a few weeks there, and not that Rosie Hope didn't do a great job, she absolutely did. I don't know how many times Rosie has to prove her place in this league. She does it every single time she plays. But now, yeah, getting Cruzen back out there, he is just an iron curtain on that back line, and stopping anything from getting through. And yeah, it's very impressive what we've seen from 4 Kings so far. But like I said, I'm still waiting for Ethereal to find that balance here.
Absolutely, and we'll see if they can do that right now. We'll see if they have the ability to turn this around. There's 3 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. They will get possession. Actually, no, possession will be to 4 Kings, because they just got that 3 off that back slap, that spinning back slap from single shot. So now with possession will be 4 Kings. Let's see if Ethereal can turn this around.
And this might be the momentum that they need to push them into this game, to push them to the win. This is certainly not over. They've got 3 minutes. They've had some time to think of this pause as they do get the stacks back first. But the steal coming from Cruzen, the juke coming from Cruzen, but the save itself coming from single shot, and single shot single-handedly playing this game so well with the shot and now the save, really just saving this game so far for them and keeping them in it. But the clear's not going to be good. It's going to be back into the hands of Ender as Ender gives it all the way off to Chrome.
So a great pounce from this defense, but they're not able to wrestle possession out of the hands of 4K. 4K still with it. Will be a little bit of a soft tap, and they're going to send that right back to the back line. Cruzen with possession, sending that one forward. It will now be bouncing into the hands of this defense, but still not able to get this out. Andy with it. Andy going to lose that one. And single shot looking for that clear. That's going to be past the backliner. This is a chance for Ethereal. They have an open goal attempt, but that one's going to be below the goal and will be picked up by Chrome.
However, it's going to be stolen by Mozzie, and Mozzie gets the slam dunk. Mozzie with the steal, with the goal, and that's now only half points. 5 points is what they need to bring them back into this game, and they have 2 minutes to do so. They have 2 minutes to get potentially 2 goals, maybe even 3 if they're looking for 3-2s and put themselves in the lead, but they need something here. They need the speed, they need the aggression, and it looks like they're coming with it with this aggressive stack that they have, and they are going to recollect, and single shot, maybe go for another shot, just going to be wide, and that one is a vital shot that they needed to hit to bring this back for them.
And that will bounce off the floor into the hands of Ender for the clear. And that was a good chance for Ethereal. And now another shot and another 3-pointer for 4K. 13 points on the board for 4 Kings. For 4K, that's a tongue twister. And now a minute 10 seconds, Lockie. No one can see your cameras except for me. I see your hands Shh, over your face. What are you doing? It's still a minute on the clock, and they're gonna miss it. Ethereal's gonna miss it, and this is an open goal, and that's a soft shot coming through from Ender. So a misstep from Ethereal. Maybe you predicted that. I wish the audience could have seen your face right now. I wish they could see it right this moment, because it's time to cast, Lucky.
Those are two things that Ethereal did not need. They did not need that miss shot. They did not need the miss on the disc. And that's really just secured the game for them. I was hoping to see OT or something like that. And single shot gave me that opportunity, gave me that hope of that 3 points open for him. But he's just going to be panicked, maybe a bit nervous and not able to hit the shot. And it's going to cost them. Maybe that could have been the last bit of momentum that they needed. But maybe having more points is Andy. But at this point, it doesn't matter. That looks like it's round 1 to 4 Kings. And so close, yet so far.
So as these last few seconds run out, 4K will send that down quarter. Will be picked up by Jason. See Jason along the wall. Maybe another shot coming through, but will be stopped by Jason at the back line. And I don't think Ethereal is shaken. I think they're going to come back in the second round strong. And I wonder what Sir Dimwee is thinking.
I mean, you already gave my take on the round here, just given how strong 4King has been. But I also want to, as you reference, you're thinking Ethereal's not even shaken. I'm expecting, what I would tell Ethereal right now is take a timeout. Take the 5 minutes, take your headset off, and just go for a walk. Get out of the game for a moment, because that was taking a loss like that can be really difficult, especially the last 2 goals there. Especially, I mean, you saw they were a little bit off the game. They kind of that's indicative of you start losing that head game, and that can follow you. So this is one of those times where back on Nova, Venom would have been like, "We're taking a timeout. Take your headset." He would literally tell me, "Dim, go walk outside. Go outside." And that's what I would do. I would take my headset off and walk out the back door there, and just breathe some fresh air and get my head back in the game, because that's just performing. You can only perform as well as you think you can, and when you start losing that head game, you start thinking you can't perform, and you stop performing. And as some have started already poking and prodding me about, I still stand with Ethereal in this finals. I still think they can go all the way. I'm hoping to see a really strong round 2 from Ethereal, and I expect to see it here. I expect them to find their footing and come back here for a strong second round.
And I believe you, Dimwee. I know that this Ethereal team has a strong resolve, and they're going to come out of the gates, finding possession off that neutral joust, but not able to find the grab that they needed. See, Jason would lose it. That will be a forward pass now into the hands of Cruising. Cruising going for this long shot, and that's going to be into the bubble and past the players of Ethereal, but see, Jason will pick it up and send that one forward.
And now, able to get the stun on that player there is Ender, as Ender now looks for that back pass, but Mozzie able to recollect first. Now this is an attacking opportunity for Ethereal, but see Jason stunned out by Ender there, and Ender now getting stunned out by JT Graham as JT takes the disc. JT gives it all the way over to C. Jason. C. Jason now takes his time out, he backs it out, and maybe they've had this 1 minute, maybe they didn't need the 5 minutes, Dimwee said, but maybe they've just taken this 1 minute to calm down, take a walk, and it looks like it's helped, because whatever they've done in this 1 minute, they are taking it calmly, they are taking it slow, but not able to get the shot once again. A single shot now looking to do it, single shot giving the pass off, but another save coming from Ender, and save after save, they are not letting Ethereal through just yet.
But Ethereal's going to slow it down once again. They're going to send it to the back line. Single shot now with it. Single shot approaching this bubble, looking for any type of advantage, sending that down to the floor, and trying to find something would be JL. JL going to get shut down. That's going to be another chance for 4K. 4K now going to pick it up. Ender outside the bubble, but it's going to bounce off the crossbar. Picked up now by Mozzie. Mozzie sending that one through. It's going to be passed. 4K is going to be picked up by C. Jason. C. Jason sending that one through. They're going to pursue it down to the bubble. This might be what they need, and able to make the dunk in as JL into that top pocket.
JL able to reach all the way to that pocket, able to get that shot through, and now they have momentum. They have the points. They, for the first time, I believe, have 4 Kings on the back foot. They have this opportunity. They have this chance to maybe keep pressuring, to maybe keep pushing, but Ender's looking to stop that. Ender's going to give it all the way over to Andy W, and Andy W going to give it all the way to Chrome, as Chrome now backs it all the way back out to Cruzen as Cruzen sends this one high, sky high. I can't even see where that one's going, but back into the hands of Andy W, and Andy W, I can see where that one's going. It's going into the goal to equalize.
See, Jason would jump out of the goal to challenge Andy W, but Andy already had that past him, already put that shot in. See Jason in a difficult position in that 1v1. It's now only 2-2, so Ethereal would regain their footing. I told you, they have a resolve, and it's not shaken. They're gonna look to take this second round.
And now it looks like Mozzie gonna take his time, gonna make this pass over to C. Jason, but C. Jason is stunned out there as it looks like no one's able to get a hand on the disc. No one's even near to the disc. However, floating with speed, it's going to be JL able to get a hand on it. JL able to give this one all the way back to Mozzie as Mozzie looks for JL once again, but JL's not there. JL's jumping back for it. JL's now pushing into the bubble. No one's pressuring. JL is just going to walk this one in. JL has no pressure, has all the time in the world, going to walk it in, take the shot, hit the shot, and that's a 2-point lead once again, and they've got them at disadvantage once again. The joust advantage is now in the hands of 4K.
Expertly played by JL. Now in the lead is Ethereal only by 1 possession. 4K will roll out, send this one down to the floor. We're seeing a different 4K in this second round, a lot slower than they were playing in the first round, so picking it up at the floor would be 4K, sitting that one immediately back, but it's going to be turned over in the hands of Single Shot getting rid of it. Ethereal with his forward advantage, open goal, that's 3 points now to Mozzie at 12 meters. Ethereal turning this one around.
Fair enough, Mozzie able to float in with speed and able to send that one in with speed as well. However, the game is only just getting started. There is 5 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. They have points on the board, but points that can be taken away very quickly. But Mozzie's going to deny these points taken away, as it looks like Single Shot's the closest one to it. Single Shot's chasing this disc down. He's going to get it. He's going to get stunned out, however. But the player stunning him out, getting stunned out himself as Mozzie able to get a hand on it. I don't even know what's going on anymore. And JL able to get the disc. JL able to give it over to Cruzen. Cruzen looking for this pass, but it's going to be in the hands of Cruzen, able to get this clear.
So only a 5-point lead to Ethereal. It will be picked up by JL. JL taking his time at mid. Playing back line. He's a striker. It will be turned over to Andy. Maybe he took too much time. This is now in the bubble of Ethereal. The stack's not coming through just yet. It will be a challenge for it at the wall. Will be picked up now by JL. JL looking for an angle, sending that one through, but Chrome there for Cruzen. It looks like just a little bit of a change of backliners just for a few seconds. Now along the floor, it will be turned over to JL. A lot of turnovers. No one's been able to complete any type of play into the bubble for at least a minute now. Now at the ceiling, it will be picked up by Mozzie. Mozzie sending that one cross in the hands of Single Shot. Single Shot looking back to Mozzie. Single Shot gonna drive that one in. A nice stop from Cruzen.
However, Cruzen not able to get that perfect clear as JL's able to get a hand on it. JL's able to send it over to C. Jason. Looking to get a hand on it, and C. Jason's going to get the pass over to Mozzie, and Mozzie's going to put it in, and that's secured for 2 points, and that's a 7-point lead for that team there. That is incredible, and that was such a good play there. The pass over to Mozzie, and Mozzie with the slam dunk to secure that one indeed. But once again, Team 4 Kings have the possession.
And 4K making an error there on this rollout. Single Shot will find possession. Single Shot sending that one cross. No one's there just yet, waiting for the stacks to get there. Stun coming through. Mozzie able to get that stun, secure possession, sending that now to the back line. JL Graham with it. JL Graham under pressure. Once again, going to lose that one. Ender sending that one through. This is now in the bubble of Ethereal. They're down by 7 points. 4K wants to put these points on the board, but Ethereal able to recover. C. Jason slapping that one to mid into the hands of 4K.
And Chrome's going to get a hand on it. Chrome's going to give it all the way up to Ender. Ender's looking for that shot indeed. And Ender not able to secure it though. Back in the hands of Cruzen. And Cruzen looking to give it back to Ender. However, going to bounce off the Geo there. Back into the hands of Andy. Andy going to get stunned out by that stack. Ender going to give it all the way over to Chrome. And this is such a play. They have the pressure on them, but they're keeping up with the pressure. And now with a slam dunk, it's Ender. Ender gets the disc, puts it in from the front of the goal, confusing the goalie. And what a slam dunk that was. Jumping out for it, jumping for it, putting it into the goal, and that is now only a 5-point deficit for Team Four Kings.
An excellent play from Four Kings. Cruising, recognizing that cut from behind the goal, able to thread that pass through this defense. A nice stop coming through from 4K on this joust advantage from Ethereal. Ethereal overshooting on their stacks. Will be picked up by Chrome. Chrome now recognizing behind the goal, off the floor to Ender. Ender with another dunk in that bottom pocket. Only a 3-point lead now to Ethereal. Four Kings is closing distance.
And Ender jumps up and half cycles to the back of the goal while slam dunking that. And if that's not a play, I don't know what is. That was beautiful. That was majestic. I'd almost call it. But see Jason now. They have the 3-point lead. They just need to keep it. They just need to take their time and keep playing the way that they are, because it's clearly working. However, Ender is going to get the steal. They have the momentum at the moment, and maybe they're going to keep putting more points on the board, more discs into the goal, as it's going to be a bit of a missed pass here. However, it's going to be in the hands of JL, who's going to get that clear all the way through.
This is a chance for Ethereal. If they can get down court, they need to extend their lead. They want to make this third round happen. 4K getting that along the wall, but it will be turned over now to JL. JL looking maybe to the ceiling, actually cross. Now single shot, trying to feed JL, but JL's not there in time. It will be a chase for possession. Coming away with it will be Mozzie. Mozzie getting it along the ceiling to see Jason. Trying to find some type of spacing right now. Is this Ethereal offense as JL tries to approach that bubble. He doesn't have the pass that he wants. He's going to go down to the floor, and really trying to buy their time and run out this clock right now is Ethereal.
And they're doing it well, maybe looking for some points now. They just need to get a goalie back. They just need to stop this 3-pointer from getting through, because if this 3-pointer comes through, we might see an overtime, and it looks like we're going to see that as the shot comes through from Andy W. Andy W floating in fast. Andy W taking the shot, and that one's good. That one's beautiful, and that is now equal points. This is it. It looks like 4 Kings are going to be trying to secure this one in 2 rounds, but Team Ethereal looking to bring this round 2 back, bring it for a round 3, but we might even see an overtime.
So 30 seconds on the clock. This could go either way. This could be in 2 for 4K. This could be a round 3 chance for Ethereal. Ethereal with this drive towards the bubble. JL Graham with the JL sending across. Now along the shield, a single shot. Single shot's going to sink that one. 17 seconds as that went into the goal. Past that goal line. I don't know if there's enough time for 4K to respond.
That looks like round 2 going to Team Ethereal, and they're gonna take it to a round 3. That last 2-pointer, that last attacking play, they brought something out from their pocket there, something they've clearly been hiding, because that was the play they needed. That was the aggression they needed, and they got it perfectly.
Tell me what you're thinking, Sir Dimwee.
I'm not starting until I get a camera. I want a camera right now. Give me the camera. Give me the camera. Give me the camera. Subtlety. Camera. I got a camera. Where's Sneaky? Where's Sneaky Evil? Bring me Sneaky Evil. Bring me Sneaky Evil. I told you he was giving me, he had so much to say. He had so much to say. Yeah, Sneaky Evil, sir, this is a second round that certainly, went a certain way here, and yeah, good performance there from Ethereal in that second round there. Looking at the stats there, 2 minutes of possession time. Actually, it's about a minute and a half. They have over, they have over 4 Kings here, but what a performance of the 4 Kings! What a comeback! They almost mounted there. It looked like Ender was just angry. That's what I even wrote down. Ender angry there after those couple dunks he got. Absolutely phenomenal comeback there. But it is Ethereal that pushes us into this third round, and we will see where this one leads from here. Sirs, take it away.
So let's see if Sir Dimwee's prediction comes true. I know this is a lot of passion. You can see that as Sir Dimwee, and these teams are playing with a lot of passion. That neutral joust will result in the hands of Ethereal, but they'll send it along mid. Now in the hands of Ender for this long shot. That's going to be off the back wall, and in the hands of JL Graham. JL Graham's going to send that one through, and now into the hands of Single Shot, who looks for a clear.
I don't know if you can see my camera spotting, but my hands are in the air. I'm pumped. I'm ready to see this. This is round 3. This is a round that both these teams want to be taking, and it was close. That second round was so close there. It was not a dominating victory. It was a 9-all towards the end, and now looking to add 2 more points onto the board is JL with the juke and JL with the shot. He stalls his push, and the stack misread it. The stack miss him as well as JL moves into the bubble. JL takes the 2 points to open us into this round 3 already.
Cruzen would jump out, challenging that cut. And that's a difficult position for a goalie on these 2v1s, as the ethereal stack would fly into that bubble. This is now in the hands of 4K. Chrome with possession. Chrome sending that one up to Ender at the ceiling. Ender with time, working that one towards the bubble. Under pressure now, sending that one down to the floor. That's going to be behind its target. Will be picked up by Cruzen. Cruzen coming through, has 2 opportunities, sending that one up to the ceiling. Ender with the angle at 2 meters above the goal. This is an exciting third round. I want to see Sir Dimwee's prediction come true, just because I want to see what he says after this.
I want to see an overtime, to be honest. This is so close already. I feel like this is 9-all all over again. It's 2-all, and they're rolling out once again. Are they going to keep putting points on the board? I'm messing up my words even. This is too confusing, but a steal! They're messing up their plays, and Ender's able to get a hand on it. See Jason, not very happy about that one as Ender sinks the 3, and that's a 3-point lead they really didn't need to lose.
That's 2 minutes off the clock. Ender with that crucial stop right there in this third round on C. Jason at Nest. Coming through is C. Jason with possession on this joust advantage. He's gonna send that one now cross to Mozzie. Mozzie sending that back to C. Jason. And this short passing coming through, but 4K is gonna pounce. They're gonna find possession. Ender now feeding that down court. That one's not gonna be along the backboard, and then the goal will be picked up though and sent back to Ender.
And Ender able to get this pass all the way back, taking their time, showing Ethereal that they too can take their time, but they're also going to be showing that they're going to push into the bubble. But see Jason gonna recollect that missed pass, but recollecting this missed clear is gonna be Cruzen. As Cruzen now looks for this pass all the way over to Andy W. Andy W now takes the disc, takes his time jumping over to the right there as Cruzen gets a hand on it. Cruzen gives it all the way back up to Andy W. Andy W taking his time, looking to add to his 3-point lead. Sorry, I nearly said a 5-point lead. They're not there yet, but maybe they will be there soon, as it's going to be an attack on the bubble. Ender choosing to take his time, but Ender actually choosing to take that long shot. Ender, a long shot, but yet still inside the bubble. That's the 5-point lead that they were looking for. And Ethereal are going to need to pull something out of their back pocket now if they want to bring this game back, because they are already down by 5.
So 4K would crash the net, allowing that shot from Ender. This rollout from Ethereal will get past the backline player. They have this advantage in the bubble. Picking it up will be C. Jason putting that one in. Only a 3-point lead now to 4 Kings.
And maybe we're going to see some more points racked up. Maybe we're going to see a 3-pointer. Maybe we're going to see a crash of some sort. But that is the play they needed. That was the thing that they needed to come out of their pocket. That is the QB. I have not seen them play that one before, but it worked beautifully. It worked with style and using both stacks there to gain as much speed, to gain as much aggression as possible, as Mozzie gets the disc, and Mozzie maybe going for the shot here. Just going to be a bit high, however, bouncing off the Geo all the way back. It's a stack race. No one's there yet, however. Cruzen able to get a hand on it.
Bruce not able to find that pass through. It will be in the hands of Single Shot. Single Shot sending that one along the wall. Chase for possession, coming away with it will be JL. JL sending that to Mozzie. Mozzie sending that one back, but no one is there. Trying to read it off the bounce will be his teammate. Coming away with it will be Single Shot, but quickly stunned out. Another chase for possession at the ceiling. Cruzen sending that one forward. So able to get through that one is 4K. And that's now in the bubble, but picking that one up will be Single Shot for Ethereal.
And Single Shot looking for this bounce pass, however, it's going to be missed, and that might cost them. It looks like it will, as Andy W pushed into the bubble. Andy W with the pass attempt, just going to be a bit wide, though, bouncing off the Geo there, coming all the way back to JL, but JL going to clear this one into the hands of Cruzen, as Andy W now with another attack on the bubble, and Andy W this time with the successful pass, and Ender Oh my god, Ender, what a play. Another half cycle into the top pocket this time. And this one is secured. That is a 5-point lead. Now 14-4 Kings. And once again, they're going to need to do some sort of QB. It looks like they're ready for it. It looks like they might be doing something interesting along the lines. Once again, passing it to the other stack, utilizing both stacks once again. But this time, Andy W gets a hand on it.
And that will be taken by Ender, so able to read that play perfectly would be 4K, making the stop at the floor, getting that slap forward so Ender can take that 3. And we've seen Ender make a lot of plays in these past 3 rounds. Ender has been approaching the goal on Ethereal from below and above at these very tight angles and finding these expertly placed dunks in the bottom and top pockets.
Indeed he has. He's always been able to get that half cycle or something along those lines to get closer to the goal and get those dunks coming through. And every single time he seems to be securing that. If that man gets into the bubble near the goal, he seems to be securing it almost every time. But securing this clear now, it's going to be Cruzen. They've gained a lot of space with that one. Maybe going to be able to recollect this one. It is able to recollect this one. Chrome opts to back it out to Andy W as JL gets a hand on it, and JL gets a clear. This one's going to be good. It's going to be bouncing all the way out, however, on the back line. This time it is Cruzen. Giving it all the way off to Ender, and Ender taking his time, passing this one to Chrome as the reset there, and Chrome giving it all the way back to Cruzen.
So 3 minutes on the clock. 8-point lead to 4 Kings. 4 Kings slowing it down, now seeming to play some bit of clock management, trying to pull out that forward stack from Ethereal. Ethereal trying to pounce, trying to force this turnover that they need so desperately. Now down to the floor, into the hands of Andy W. Andy W might just make this drive, and now sending that up to the ceiling. Ender once again, tight angle above the goal. Easy to put that one in for 2.
Ender is a man to fear round the back of the goal, or anywhere near it, that's for certain, but we may be wrong here, and he may be proven wrong by Team 4 Kings. They look like they're powering through here. They've got a 10-point lead, and they've missed the disc, and that's another one they can't afford to do. And now coming in hot, a missed shot, however, is going to save them. But they have this attacking opportunity. 4 Kings could just rack up even more points. They have 10-point lead. Now that they want to add to it again, and that's something that we really did not want to see from the side of Ethereal. They really did not want to miss that one. That is a crucial one to miss. 2 minutes on the clock, and maybe they're just going to run down this clock, but it's a slam dunk from Andy W. This time it's him making the slam dunks, and that's a 12-point lead now, and this looks like 4 Kings is going to take this third round, sorry.
So we're just now passing the 2-minute mark. 12-point lead to 4 Kings. I think this might be just getting out of the grasp of Ethereal, but Ethereal is not letting up. They're going to send that one through. This long shot might be good, bouncing off the shield. Now scrambling back on the defense is Ethereal. They're going to get a slap out, but is it far enough? It will be in the hands of Ender. Ender juggling it for just a second. He's going to lose it right there on that stun or that block attempt with his patented Ender move. I think he filed that last week. And now in the hands of Single Shot. Single Shot's going to get stunned out by this 4 Kings defense as they recover. So 4 Kings is playing to the last second. Now bouncing around at mid. It will be picked up by Andy. Andy losing it to Mozzie. Mozzie going for a long shot of his own. Looking to pick it up will be Ethereal. And now with time and taking it is C. Jason.
That's a 10-point lead. That is the 10-point lead that 4 Kings wanted, and they've got it. And that looks like it's going to be round 3 for them. It looks like it's over, and it looks like they're still playing. They're still giving it. They're all both sides not letting up. I mean, look at them. They're coming out with more aggression than the round 2 even. They're coming out as fast as possible, even though they've secured this game, but they don't care. They just want to keep hammering down on this team there, but Ethereal not letting them with that stack, and C. Jason going to be recollecting. C. Jason with a spin pass, actually. Mozzie with the disc, and Mozzie with an attempted shot. Just going to be a bit high, though, and Andy W looking to recollect this one, but Single Shot looking to take that single shot, but JL Graham able to give it over to Mozzie as Mozzie looks for an attack on the bubble, gets the stun on the player, but the save coming from... I'm running out of breath. I don't even know what's happening here, but that's gonna be game 2 for Kings.
And with that, we're gonna send it to Sir Dimwee.
So, yeah. What's up, everybody? What's going on? Is there a thing happening today? No, yeah, what a performance. I gotta say, all right, I will say this. First off, Sneaky Evil, you don't get credit for that, buddy. You know who does? You know who does? Ender. Ender, I gotta be real. Where has that Ender been for the last 6 months? Where has that Ender? That is the Ender I remember. That is the Ender I know. And that is the Ender I've been expecting to see in every game for the last 6 months. And there he is. He finally shows his face there and makes me look like a fool. And I will take that gladly, because that was I want to call it an incredible performance. That's where my mind keeps going, to that word incredible. But I don't think that does it justice. In that third round, Ender was in the truest form I think I've ever seen that man in since preseason. I will go back that far, since he won the championship with Illuminati at the time in preseason. That was an insane performance there. He pulls out 25 points in that game. And also notable is there's only 2 saves on the board there for 4 Kings. Just shows you how dominant their offenses was. You see how many saves there were on Ethereal. Just shows you how dominant the 4 Kings offense was, particularly in that third round. What a performance. Congratulations to those guys. They will be moving on to the next round. I could not be more pleased to be proven wrong in a better fashion, because that was impressive. And my hats off here to 4 Kings. They are that good.
But you're not even wearing a hat. I just had to say that. But excellent game, Sir Dimwee. Graceful even in defeat. I get. Would you call that defeat? I don't know.
I'll call it a loss. I'll call it an L. Yeah.
So
at least for now. I mean, they're not out of the tournament yet. There's still time.
He's still got faith. He's not gonna lose it. And I still got faith. I still got faith in Ethereal. So with that, that's been the second round of this first day of North American Finals. We'll be back shortly with the third round. I'm Sputnik Cobra. I've been joined by Locky11 and Sir Dimwee with the opinions, with the predictions, and we'll be back shortly.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Cause I'm getting tired of overthinking every move you make, and I can help you decide who you're loving now And how I'm not quite there.
Yeah, the near side trap gonna be picked up by Game, trying to send out, but Jason there with the recovery, gonna be sent all the way through. Picked up there by Mozzie. Mozzie has the open lane. Whoa! What a save there from Ryan. It's one of the biggest saves in the round two. It's gonna send all the way through. Jaywalker has an open lane, and that was on. 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go.
Offensive players, once they get into the bubble zone, that's allowing them to stack up much more quickly as it's on the ground. Moonface, oh, what a save there by Cruzen, and he sends it out. And again, that stack is together.
Saves now as he recollects the disc and maybe look for an attacking opportunity, but this may be just as important, if not more important, than Challenger Cup, because this will get them for the opportunity to get into Challenger Cup. But Goran Jr.
Bouncing out of the bubble back to his teammate though. Intentional pass. Random cross pass to Lord of War. Lord bounce shot, and it's good. What a play! Sin take the lead 4-2.
3 is a 3, as I'm not sure anyone says, but it's a fact. So now, flying in, taking it is Zach, and putting 3 more on the board.
He's looking, he's juking, he's passing over to Pam, and Pam is going to pass it to Frost, who's going to sink it in for 2 early on here in this first round.
Let's see how Valkyries can respond here. They can't let that get them down.
See Swag War as well in the chat, and I see a Cal 3-point goal. How about that? What was that? 2 seconds.
But unfortunately, no one was there to pick it up. That's going to get picked up by Menacing Mage. Menacing Mage over to Aureliorum. Aureliorum back over to Retep, who's going to sink it in.
Looking like Niles could not find the disc, as Stody can find the disc. Down to Niles for the slam dunk, making an amazing response.
Pushing out as the lone man, the lone pressure, forecheck. Jewel going to start walking up with this one. They have 2 of the bubble, passing it there to Speedy. What a setup.
Actually, sits that much farther down. That's not a bounce shot, but it's going to get picked up by his teammate, and they're going to hit the post. No! But there's not over yet, and the second time, it's good.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Going into finals, we have one thing and one thing only on our mind, and that's winning.
I'm fairly confident going into the finals. I think we're going to surprise some people.
We're going to bring our highest level of competition we've ever brought. We're not going to disappoint.
Yeah, I've actually been preparing my entire life for this. We know that we can compete with any of the teams in our bracket.
We're able to start proving our worth so far.
Yeah, we're confident.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We are locked and loaded for an exciting match and a rematch, in fact, from a few weeks ago as we continue these brackets here, the upper brackets of our finals. So I'm going to look you dead in the eye and dead in the camera as we get set to go. I'm Palador, being joined by Sir Dimwee on the main cast now. So much for subtlety in the camera booth. Is that a thing? Well, he's in there in any case. And yeah, we are ready to begin. Sir Dimwee, this is going to be a fiery match. Here in the production palace, because this is a match coming back from, again, a few weeks ago. Drag Joker to a third round, as I do recall. One of the few times that's happened at all in 2021. So this is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, and this team is just, especially after that first victory they had today. This team 7 is. There's only a couple teams that really, you could say at this point in the day that have a particularly good shot at giving a loss, serving a loss to Joker, and 7 is certainly one of those teams. Very curious to see if they're going to be able to do it here. They are feeling very, very good after that first round victory there. But of course, Joker. Do they ever not feel good? Even on their off day, they win games.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say, really how this one's going to turn out. I know that a lot of folks feel like they know how it's going to turn out, but I'm going to be honest, I don't. I really don't. I don't know what to expect here. I'm really hoping to see 7 really serve some offensive goodness.
You were so full of predictions earlier on, Dimwee. What I think the battle of attrition is wearing down on you. I'm not used to this, but you're right. Joker here, a super strong team. Obviously, anytime you come into a situation where you're going against back-to-back champions here in the league. And not only that, the thing is a team who can regularly mercy other top teams. They're a team who they don't lose very often at all. We're not even rounds. They come close sometimes, but it's exceedingly rare. So the fact that this team here in 7 was able to take them to that point in recent history, is going to spell some exciting news potentially for our viewers here on stream. But I know Joker, 7, they're about ready to start. And as we see in these very implicative matches, in terms of the whole season, the last 5 months, it's a different beast. The pressure is on a new level. And right now, well, level 1 initiated. We're going to end up here in the hundreds by the end of this. I'm expecting some ferocity.
Ooh, that was a little give and go there at the very start, but Joker got to come away with possession instead of getting Jaywalker. It's that one right corner pocket there, gets it in for the 3 there. 9 seconds in, Joker has gotten on the board first here, just like that.
Yeah, well, that was quick as anything, and Joker is a team who can do that. They can employ a variety of fast jousts, and that's been the progression here of this team, right? They've just added more and more to their game. I mean, they were always a fast team, but now they're fast. They're also tactical. They're also good at the brawls, the passing, the goalkeeping. I mean, every aspect of that game is strong. And 7 here does have their arms full, as desirable. Sends that back out to Jaywalker, who finds the pass up top to Ryan.
Ryan for the cut back does hit Kong. Kong taking a shot there. It's going to be off the post. And Zux with the recovery there. They're going to have to punish. 7 has to punish if they want to have an effect in this game. If they want a chance, it looks like they're going to be able to here. Citizen bringing it in, plants it just as the defense returns. And 7 is going to get on the board.
That almost made me jump in real life. I was so up close on my end of the cameras. I thought, a lot of time. This is an easy walk-in goal. And then just like that, we were about a thousandth of a second away from that just being a save. And that's actually a play we've seen from Joker plenty of times in these situations. Oh, hold on. Whoa, Citizen. It is in 5-3.
So that is a statement. That right there is a statement. Citizen is letting Joker know we are here to play serious Echo Arena, and they are now in the lead here, up by 2 as Joker coming out with his 2-point deficit in possession. Game quick there to Jaywalker. Jaywalker ducking that chain as it is going to go ahead and return to defense here. They give up the mid. The concede mid rather as a game handling that one, getting by 1, has H money on him, gonna go up to Jaywalker. Jaywalker ducking 1, setting that one across. Good read there by Zux, and the clear.
Yeah, that pass a little bit slow, so good on the read, and now trying to recover it, but instead of stun coming in hot from Game. So Game from that right lane now as eyeing down and waiting for that stack to go. You see, they had the idea. Let's see if they can get the execution. There's the open goal, and it will be had by Kung. So Kung can do it on any end of the floor, and even though a few rugged bounces in the midfield, Joker, well, they said, hey, we're here to play, and we've been here to play for the last couple of years.
Yeah, and you cannot give Joker open looks like that. The open threes, they will take the shots, even if they only have a fraction of a second. They will hit them just about every single time. And a quick chain there. That pass, it was a shallow pass. The Citizen has trouble handling it, but does get to it. Crossover to H-Money. H-Money going to get that one up into the tube there. Desirable going to go for that empty, what he thought was an empty goal. But that chain very quickly covers that lane. Game now sending up and across to Ryan here for Joker.
No such thing as an empty goal against Joker, it seems like, as they are as quick as about any team you'll find in the league. As it was backed out here, trying to look up for a link, but a little slow on the stacks actually there for 7, so it will offer at least enough time for Joker to get the recovery. Kung with the bell rung on the stun, but still manages to find Game on the other end of the floor. Now just latching up with Ryan. They're going to dribble up and down. This could be a dangerous situation. They've got some numbers, several of them in fact, and there is a 1 player in the goal, now 2, and the pass is going to get through, and Joker up by 3 just a few minutes into this match.
Yeah, we had a, excuse me, 7 here had a lead for a moment, but just like that, Joker's going to come back and push it up here, back up by 3. Still 6 minutes to go, and 7 otherwise looking fairly good here against this Joker team, handled here by Zux as the far side passer. Citizen open, instead going to go to the right side too, and in the hands of H-Money. H-Money does get that one out to Desirable, who ducks that chain, and the Joker on defense. They concede mid here as Desirable setting this one up. It's going to be out of reach of Citizen, and turn over there Kong with it, turning it around here for Joker.
And with that, Jaywalker uncontested on the trap area. You see all the defense stacking back into the orange zone for 7. Now 1 joining in the midfield, Desirable. You mentioned a place where Desirable feels at home, but at the same time, that home has kind of expanded its borders, really comfortable everywhere. We're seeing it here. These teams all capable of just a little bit of everything. Ooh. That pass just missing, the recovery, the rebound, but no, not able to punish on that one. So now maybe a mail slot, could it be? A little off to the right, and you see how fast they got that disc back, didn't we?
Joker's too quick. You can't, if you have a half court, oh no, that's very close. But I've noticed that at least so far in this game, and you see it a lot generally. But yeah, if you think you have a half-court open goal on Joker, you don't. Unless you know you have their stacks shut down and locked down, you do not have that half-court open goal. As Kong is going to send this one up to Game. Game moving in. Oh, tries to juke. It's recovered there. Oh, now recovered by Ryan. So Joker back in possession on offense. Ryan sending it up to Game. Somehow, how does that not go in? I don't know. Citizen gets it out of the bubble. Still loose here as Jaywalker trying to get there. A slap to the back line. Will be Kong with it now for Joker.
Wow, yeah, I can't believe that one didn't go in. They're still going to have another attempt, though, and that's the danger here. Joker is a team, I think, more than any other in any division in any season. I mean, they just punish like no other. The moment you make mistakes, I mean, they kill you, it seems like. So if you give them too many chances, that's a mistake in itself. Desirable here, losing the handles, trying to shield himself, and talked about the punishers. Let's see if it turns into anything. No, back to Zux. And Zux unsuccessful on the clear, but there are some stacks there. They're going to dribble down the floor as well, keeping control.
And Game picking the pocket of H-Money there and getting this one cleared out. Joker's going to chain after it. No clear change, just a free boost here. And uncontested. Kong is just going to block that one in for the 2. Joker's going to take a 5-point lead here. Though notable, that was over 2 minutes. We were scoreless. That 7 was able to prevent Joker from scoring. And with 3.5 minutes to go, that is a notable stat.
Oh, definitely is. Definitely is. And with that, to have this much time off the clock and see Joker not in the lead, by significant numbers whatsoever. That's also a victory in itself. It's not unusual after 7 minutes of play to see Joker have 15, 20 points. So this is a case where Seven can have a moral victory in that and hopefully turn it into a tangible victory here in the coming moments if they're able to get this disc back again. They are still right in it.
Desirable scooping that one back to mid, but Jaywalker with the recovery gets it over to Game. Game one to take that shot, but Zux is back in the goal. And a no look there from, was that Jaywalker? Of course it was. Goes wide of the goal. But of course, that's kind of the gamble on those. They might go wide, but if they're on, there's a good chance you beat out the goalie. He's not expecting a shot from someone who's got their back turned. Now this disc is loose. Wow. Desirable picks it up. Goal is open, takes a shot. No, I believe he was actually looking for the setup. But Game gets a big stop there in the bubble and sends it away.
Yeah, shout out to Desirable, really bothersome defense in the mid lane. And actually, that initial shot lane may have been there. It was going to be a tough one. But you see, once that window was closed and once that slight hesitation was there, Joker gets back in time. And that is their danger here going against a team like them. But the disc floating over to Jaywalker. And now they've got an open goal. There it is, Ryan sliding right in. And they're up 12-5.
Yeah, Joker, we're going to push that lead up by 7 here 2 minutes ago. 7 not out of it yet. Time is not run out, but when you have a more than 2 goal spread against a team like Joker, that is it's a tall order against an evenly matched team. And that's a quick chain. Excuse me, that wasn't even a chain. That was a solo. No, that was a chain. I'm just confused as that one is loose in that far side too. But H1, he tracks it down, trying to get it up, does get it to Citizen. Citizen forwarding it up to Desirable. Desirable taking the shot. Oh, that was going to go wide. Now out of the bubble off the near side wall, minute 35 on the clock as Game is going to handle this one for Joker here in this first round. The setup, not good. Citizen tracking it down. Doesn't have a lane, so now just going to start walking this one up. The setup, his teammate setting this one up, looking for Zux, but in the hands of Jaywalker.
Jaywalker sending it clear, so he had a tough miss on that 3 earlier on because that could have cut it to 4 with only a minute 18 left. So they need to score here and score mighty soon. Lying up top and see if they can get that to drop. One more pass, but a miscommunication. Chris, when they should have crossed. Back to the bottom of the trench here. Desirable continuing to show great defensive discipline there when it comes to battling those stacks. Really not getting caught up in the brawls, just finding those leeches and able to get opportunities based off them. That was a near make, and still yet though, Game with the disc.
Now Kong with the send out gets it up to Jaywalker. Jaywalker down into the bubble. What a chain. Jaywalker gets his own send in. Somehow, how does Kong get the assist on that? I'm not even sure how that works out. Kong sent it to Jaywalker in the tube. Jaywalker sent it in, and then Jaywalker gets a boosting partner to get it down there and send his own send in into the goal, and somehow Kong comes away with the assist. I don't know how it works out, but that's a 9-point lead here to Joker, and I believe that is the ice as well.
Yeah, it could very well be, but still see if they can get some more points on that board. They got a little bit of time, and there's some more stuns, some brawling going on. But Ryan, the take back. So as we do wind down this round, Joker is going to take it. But as you can see, this team who has been very, very seldomly defeated for the better part of this last year or two, it seems like. This isn't a wide margin by any stretch, didn't we? And Sevens should still feel pretty good. They need to make some adjustments, but they should feel, on the whole, okay with how they open here.
Yeah, I mean that's not a poor performance by any metric there. They did get a full 5 shots on goal. They matched Joker in saves. They're 3-3. I mean, it was a good performance. Citizen getting those 5 points on the board. That's significant there for 7. But yeah, they're gonna have to do a little bit more. Really, kind of what this comes down to is it's not. It's one, they have to score when they come out with possession. That's one thing you have to do against Joker. If you're not able to do that at the bare minimum, you're not going to win. You have to be able to score when you get those possessions. But 2, the other thing is there were a few times there where Joker gave 7 opportunities. They had the disc, in the 7 zone, and they went for a goal. They struck at the bubble. They got turned over, and 7 was able to turn that around and put some point. 7 would be able to get back in possession. They would turn around, get it down there, but not able to put points on the board. And it's those moments you have to be able to capitalize on those moments when a team like Joker, really any team, but it's in particular a team like Joker, when they mess up, if you cannot get that point conversion off of that mistake, you're not going to be able to push into the lead and maintain a lead and even run up a score. That could be really important in these games like this.
That's why it's tough, exactly, because in Echo and in any sport in general, you're not expected to play perfectly. It's not realistic, and yet you almost have to against a team like them just because of their brutality, on that just execution, excellence of it. Game here on the Joust, trying to collect that disc. And will be taken by Jaywalker. Got the tight angle and a little hesitation move and getting the steady 2 points. 10 seconds in this time.
Oh, sorry, muted myself when I was trying to unmute. Yeah, 10 seconds. And Joker's got another 2 on the board here. Yeah, I mean, 7 really has to, they have to pick up the pace on these chains, although Joker's chains, it's not even just the speed, the raw speed of the stack, it's how quick they get together, it's how quick they can coordinate, get those stacks together. They're very, very fast, they're very hard to beat. His game, sending that one over to Ryan. Ryan gets a 1v1, and yeah, you're not gonna win that battle there. I know I wouldn't, and that's gonna be another 2 on the board here with Joker, 13 seconds after the last.
A nice lead on the pass as well, right into a one-on-one goal. So a couple of quick scores, and well, 7 Eye said they wouldn't have to feel too bad after the initial round. They weren't down by too much. They just minor tweaks necessary at this point, though. This is in dangerous territory. You can't give too many goals in a row to Joker. We know them for their snowballs for sure. And those trains, never ending, never stopping, no breaks. And taking it there is Jay with it. Send out into the other lane. I mean, kind of picking off in the back line, looking to receive that disc was Ryan, but actually was unable to read it. So back once more. Brisk pace, certainly in the first couple minutes.
It certainly is. Is this one still loose somehow? Looks like Jaywalker will get there first and is able to get that one reset to the backline there to Kong. Kong now moving this one up a game near side tube, gets this one to Jaywalker, sending it in. Good cross pass to set up the Ryan. Ryan takes him 1v2 and gets the goal on the backside. Anyways, 6 points up is Joker.
You see how would they move down on the goal for Ryan, but a lot of the players on Joker for that matter, when they're moving in on the goal, they use that full extension oftentimes, that wingspan. They bring the disc out. They put it in a place where it almost entices, it baits out the defense to go for it. They're thinking, oh, look, it's right in front of me. I can grab it. And then they end up missing the disc, missing the player, and conceding the goal at the end of the day there. So it's very tricky. It's not just a standard juke. It's a fishing reel that they're throwing out, essentially.
No, absolutely. And now maybe an opportunity here for 7, though. Oh, the open goal, the anchor shot, not going to take that. Was absolutely, they needed that. You cannot miss those. You can't miss those against Joker. You just can't do that. And look at that. They're going to get this one down here, though. That shot's going to be wide. But still looking at a 4v2, sending that one over to Kong. Kong bringing it in is going to plant that one for the 2. And that's not just a 2 there. I mean, you have to point out, this came after a missed 3, a ding on the 3. That is a 5-point swing. We would be in a 5-3 situation. Instead, we're in an 8-0 situation.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and Joker did miss a 3 there as well, too, but they were still timely enough on the recovery. That was the important thing. So even on their mistakes, still were able to make it up. But down by 8 points, a lot of time to expend, but certainly it's gotten really, really tough here compared to where it was in round 1, where the whole way 7 and Joker were kind of head-to-head, but this time, this is turning into a potentially ugly situation, so 7 needing to recover, and they do just that, but right into the awaiting mitts of Jaywalker, eyeing down that goal, sees the window, and closes it shut on the fingers as that goalie tried to retreat. 11 points.
Yeah, wow. I don't know how you see a window like that. I mean, goalies in the area, how you get that read, I mean, that's that top level game sense there that gives, Jaywalker's going to send that one in 4-3 off the backboard, putting them up by 11 here. We're not even halfway through this second round. As that Citizen sending that one up in the hands of Desirable. Desirable didn't have many options there and didn't have enough time to think about it. That one's going to be reset here for Joker. Kong with it now on the back line, turning it around. 6 minutes to go in the second round.
Can I just point out, too, those type of shots off that backboard, that's kind of a signature play of theirs almost in a sense. They are a team who will push those limits. They will take shots that for a lot of teams you'll say, oh, that's a bad shot. For them, they just know that 1%, that chance to get it through. They recognize opportunities and they convert, and they do it again. This is a shutout thus far in the third round. Unlucky number 13 on the board.
And, yeah, 5 enough to go in this second round here. This is not looking too good. 4-7 at the moment, but still time. I mean, you can mount these comebacks can happen against any team, although that's not how it's going to happen. Jaywalker, how many interceptions I've seen him pick up in that exact spot. That is where he likes to play, and that's where he likes to shoot from. That's a 16-point lead here to Joker.
Yeah, I consider Jaywalker certainly one of the, for a long time now, actually. I think even before the concept of midfielding was a thing, Jay Walker was always to be one of the best, just in terms of knowing where to be and playing the position. Definitely, I think around like the time of Pizza League in the community is around the time I really started noticing that he's a bit of a level above in that sense. Just knows where to be and how to place himself on the floor to be effective, especially on the defense, in very tricky, deceptive ways.
Oh, absolutely. There's a stop. Citizen gets that one stopped, although this one's back in the hands. Game and another stop there. H-Money with it. So I was trying to save off that as we're only 4 points away. I really don't want to say it though, because there's still 4 minutes to go. Long shot there, desirable. Gets it right back. What a bounce. Although Game with that recovery going for a long shot. Is that going to be on? No, it's quite wide. Although the bounce may have been in, but it's going to be Kong bringing it in for the 2. That is now an 18-point lead.
I would argue, and I could be wrong, I would argue that was maybe on purpose there. I don't know. Knowing them, though, talk about other things they're known for. That's the thing that definitely killed me. And a lot of the teams back in the day when Joker was still on the rise was just the degree of unconventional, I'll say, type of shots that they would take and make with some pretty good consistency.
Yeah, and it's there's a reason. They've gone undefeated so far. Well, I say so far. The season's over. I can't say so far anymore. They went undefeated fully in the season. There obviously a few rounds here and there, but a long shot, Ryan. Oh, I was hoping for that to go in because it looked like that would have been beautiful. But there it is. They're gonna get the Mercy win in the second round here. Yeah, just like that. They are gonna knock 7 down into the lower bracket. And as I understand it, this is Joker's last game today, having won the 2 that they had lined up. So. Yeah, Joker's going to be moving on to the next round of the playoff. I do believe that's a proper semifinal round they'll be moving on to next up. But yeah, what a solid victory there for Joker.
Yeah, moving up into the semis here with our victory today, and they will be, well, fighting for that championship, the potential 3rd in a row tomorrow, but they're going to have their course set out for them because they've got the 4 Kings Kangaroos match next, and Joker will be playing the winner of that match tomorrow. So here on this channel, though, we're still going for a couple more rounds. 4 Kings Kangaroos coming up soon. Excitement in the air. And remember, everyone at home, I mean, this is 5 months, a culmination of 5 months of work and just so much effort put in between these teams, playing for months and years to get to the level that they're currently at. That's the thing. So with that, I mean, competing for $8,200 in prize value as well. There's just so much at stake here, including, most of all, being known as champions. And the cruel reality, too, of as we've seen from teams like Seven, we've seen from even High Voltage earlier on, was checking those channels earlier. And High Voltage even contested Joker very, very well in 1 round. And there are so many hungry teams below, so you can be a Team Gravity, you can be a Joker, you can win all those finals row by row, season by season. But it's always a what have you done lately type of league, and if you're not on your A game, especially for these biggest matches, there are so many teams right at your heels ready to chomp.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's some folks talk about the skill disparity in Master as if it's that big, and honestly, it's not. Sometimes the points differentials will make you will lead you to believe that the skill gap is that large. And really, though, the only team that can really claim to have that large of a skill gap is Joker. Is just the consistency. It's really, that's what it comes down to, is the consistency. It's not the numbers. It's not strictly how much they beat teams by or how often they win. It's that they always win. And that kind of, that's why you can make that argument. But otherwise, the skill gap is not significant here in Master Tier.
Yeah, well, and I make the argument for Team Gravity as well, basically doing an equal kind of thing on the other side of the pond, going undefeated for last season and this season. Well, almost undefeated, but last season. But, both those teams kind of at the top of their divisions. They're both teams among this group of master players and master teams. They're the vets, so to speak, which is really weird to say about Joker sometimes because they're still so young at the end of the day. But at the same time, they put in the work to have the experience of, I mean, I don't even want to guess how many thousands of hours at this point. They've put in the work for sure, and it's just a testament to that ability. But that said, like you said, disparity not always what it seems. 20-point loss there for Seven, not indicative of what Seven can do, as we've seen. So it's a tricky situation, that Echo game, and a lot of it definitely coming down to the ebbs, the flows, and the mentals. But that said, we're going back to an intermission quick, and we're going to get into our next match here. Just a couple more left on day 1. and we will be back, so stay tuned.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Would you make up your mind? 'Cause I'm getting tired of overthinking every move you make. And I can help you decide who you're loving now and how I'm not quite there.
Yeah, the near side trap gonna be picked up by Game, trying to send out, but Jason there with the recovery, gonna be sent all the way through. Picked up there by Mozzie. Mozzie has the open lane. Whoa! What a save there from Ryan. It's one of the biggest saves in the round two. It's gonna send all the way through. Jay Walker has an open lane, and that was on. 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go.
Offensive players, once they get into the bubble zone, that's allowing them to stack up much more quickly as it's on the ground. Moonface, oh, what a save there by Cruzen, and he sends it out. And again, that stack is together.
Saves now as he recollects the disc and maybe look for an attacking opportunity, but this may be just as important, if not more important, than Challenger Cup, because this will get them for the opportunity to get into Challenger Cup. But Goran Jr.
Bouncing out of the bubble back to his teammate though. Intentional pass. Random cross pass to Lord of War. Lord bounce shot, and it's good. What a play! Sin take the lead 4-2.
3 is a 3, as I'm not sure anyone says, but it's a fact. So now, flying in, taking it is Zach, and putting 3 more on the board.
He's looking, he's juking, he's passing over to Pam, and Pam is going to pass it to Frost, who's going to sink it in for 2 early on here in this first round.
Let's see how Valkyries can respond here. They can't let that get them down.
See Swagwar as well in the chat, and I see a Cal 3-point goal. How about that? What was that? 2 seconds.
But unfortunately, no one was there to pick it up. That's going to get picked up by Menacing Mage. Menacing Mage over to Aureli Orum. Back over to Recep, who's going to sink it in.
Looking like Niles could not find the disc, as Stody can't find the disc. Down to Niles for the slam dunk, making an amazing response.
Pushing out as the lone man, the lone pressure, the forecheck. Jewel going to start walking up with this one. They have 2 of the bubble, passing it there to Speedy. What a setup.
Actually, sits that much farther down. That's not a bounce shot, but it's going to get picked up by his teammate, and they're going to hit the post. No! But there's not over yet, and the second time, it's good.
into finals, we have one thing and one thing only on our mind, and that's winning.
I'm fairly confident going into the finals. I think we're going to surprise some people.
We're going to bring our highest level of competition we've ever brought. We're not going to disappoint.
Yeah, I've actually been preparing my entire life for this. We know that we can compete with any of the teams in our bracket.
We're able to start proving our worth so far.
Yeah, we're confident.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We've got ourselves a match here in the upper bracket. Your final one of the day, that is, in the upper bracket. The winner of this one facing Joker. But first, they've got a big wall. Both of these teams fighting against each other in the Kangaroos and Four Kings. Not going to be an easy match, and we know as we get deeper into these brackets over this 2-day event, over a 5-month season, it gets more and more intense and more difficult, more and more punishing, more and more sweaty. Dimwee, in essence, it is more, and I am ready for more here in the next few minutes.
This is, again, I don't know what to expect in this time to the next level, especially after the performance from Ender in that game against Ethereal, just absolutely popping off. The Ender of yesteryear, an Ender I have not seen for a long time.
Quick reminder, just really quick. We're talking the guy who held on to that scoring record for a very long time, up until end of last season, just about.
Yeah.
Had that, what, 41 points or so, I believe, 42. High score.
And that was a record he set in the preseason back at the time I'm referencing. Back when Ender was that, that kind of carry player. This last season, I noticed a few games there where I would comment that I haven't said Ender's name very much this game, and I'm not sure why. It seemed like he was maybe out of form, but man, did he catch fire. And I am expecting a lot out of him, though this Kangaroos team has been doing very well today, and I think is going to perform very well against Four Kings, so this is going to be a brawl.
All right, well, Zenith, they're off into the races now. And Strembitsky taking it away. So Strem, sealable bag, that dynamic duo for season after season, year after year. And in the clear for a good goal. Mad, assisted by Strem. And that's a very hot way to start on a very Kangos-esque type of play. Just fundamental, fun and mental.
Fundamentals is the name of the Kang game, and 11 seconds in. They've got 2 on the board here. 30 seconds off the clock as we come out of the tubes, and it will be Four Kings handling this one. Cruising, quick pass there to that right side tube. Although it hits the lip, not the intended target, and it turns over and bad. Sending it up to Shrem. Shrem down to the floor, hits Seoble. Seoble trying to go back over to Zenith. Does hit Zenith. Zenith gonna back that one out of the bubble to Shrem. Shrem now looking for a lane. Was thinking about, I think he was looking for that reset, but at that point it was a little bit too late. Crumb's gonna get this one sent out, although that bounce keeps it in the zone here.
That was, I mean, look at this patience here, despite all of the clutter here defensively. Now it will be a send down the floor. Could it be? It's a 3. There's Ender. Definitely not a pretender. The offensive domineer gets it done.
And he's still doing it. 33 seconds after the first goal, he's going to score a 45-meter 3 to put Four Kings on the board here, up by 1. As Kangaroo is going to be coming out in this split tube formation, not inverted. Shrem's going to send that one down quickly down to Zenith. Zenith up to Mad in that tube. Mad double stun, trying to send this one up. It's off the claw block. Sealable cannot get there. A slap from Cruisin, but another slap there, sending it into the bubble. This one is in the bubble. Cruisin trying to get it away, cannot get it out. And Mad is going to recover on that one and retake the lead.
Oh, put some sauce behind that. Didn't even look. Couldn't afford to, quite frankly. So nice job from Kangaroos. Nice job from Mad. A couple goals back to back to start the Kangos off on his side of the floor. Mad can definitely get it done with the best of them.
Certainly, indeed, absolutely. I'm just gonna confirm over and over again. as Ender's going to be handling that one on the Cloud Block far side, and that chain starting to track it down. They do get split up, but I don't hear any stuns coming out, so they do get back together very, very quickly. But look at how Four Kings is working this Kangorilla's chain here. They send that one through mid. Is it going to get to the intended target? I don't know how it does, but it does. Ender's forwarding that one towards the goal. Not going to quite get in. Sealable bag going to get that one slapped, and Kang is back in possession. Mad turning it. Oh no, Mad's getting stunned out. This one's up to the ceiling. Chrome with it, inverting, setting this one up. Going to get it up to Ender. Ender sees a lane, takes a shot, hits it. They're up by 2.
Barely, and I mean barely, slipped by the defender's fingertips. Probably broke a nail on that attempted save and just squeezed it past. Ender saw that window, saw the blood, and sensed it in the water. So got it. One splash. 6-4.
This man, this dude is just operating on another level. Ender is tired of game being called the best player in the world. He wants that title back. As Mad is going to slap that one in, bouncing around, careening around now far side. As Cruisin is going to pick this one up in the bubble. Just over 3 minutes off of the clock here in the first round, and Four Kings back in possession off of a Kangorilla's possession. That is not ideal. As Ender saw that lane, he really wanted some more points on the board. Not going to get those. So it is going to turn over though. That clearing is actually good. Zenith with it, going to get a nice bounce pass out to Shrem. Shrem back to Zenith, and they're going to set up on offense.
And backing it out in typical fashion here. For those who don't know Kang, some way, somehow, perhaps new to Echo, new to watching, maybe you're in venues here. This is Kang, and they have got some games. Zenith ties it up. Sealable bag the assist, but that is smooth. That is collected, and you can see the discipline. Again, that's the most impressive part about Kang's passing and Master Team's passing in general, right? It's being able to discern somehow the passing lanes through the woodwork of the defenders nearby. It's a tough thing to do. It's a very tough thing to not get panicked or throw it right into the midst of a defender. I mean, that's next level, even if you don't notice it all the time. It really, really is.
Reset there. They're trying to. This Kang chain is doing a lot of damage. Well, it's doing a lot of work here against this Four Kings offense. Look at that. They are going to get that turnover, and Shrem is going to send that one back. That back chain was already ready to come in. Zenith pulling the Ender on Ender's team, and Mad is going to bring that one in for the 2. And just like that, Kangorillas have taken the lead here. They're going to go up 8-6.
Mad putting up some shots and being set up there by Zenith with that Ender move, as you said. The namesake, of course, Ender over there on Four Kings, referring to the shield on oneself. When they have the disc, they drop it really quick and then they shield a punch. Definitely a move popularized by Ender way, way back in the day, but certainly something you see all over the floor now in Echo Arena.
Certainly, yeah. It's you got to give props to the players who kind of coined certain terms. Certainly not the first to do it, but look at that setup. Ender to Chrome, and Chrome is going to get that one in for the tying goal against Kangorillas here. They've tied it up 8-8 as we are just over that halfway mark of the first round, and this train shows no signs of stopping.
You know, random note, but that whole play right there just gave me, maybe it's because of some of the players here on the floor from said team, that just gave me Instinct vibes, Team Instinct from a couple seasons back. That cross directly in front of the goal there, very coordinated, very calculated, and very tough to save as they get stifled here. A grab back by Mad. Mad's been the hot hand, but decides to back it out and distribute that disc as a position out for Kangorillas in that perfect just geometry, right? They always have those triangles or the squares. Either way, these teams know how to space and know how to drag out that defense. Look at that, executing wonderfully here.
Zenith juking out Andy. Andy getting the stun off and does come away with the disc. Looking for that clear, not quite going to get it out. And a chain there from Kang is going to overshoot, and that will be Ender there to get that slap down all the way down to the Kang. A bubble, Mad gets a hand on it, stunned out as he gets this one sent back towards mid. And it will be Zenith there to collect on that one. Now just going to forward it all the way back down into the Four Kings bubble here. Oh no, Four Kings chain not able to pick it up. Opportunity, Sealable going to set up Shrem. And Shrem is going to capitalize on that one, gets it in for the 2. And Kang have retaken the lead.
Everyone diving on Strem. Everyone saw it coming, yet no one could make it stop. Strem with a little bounce in his step, a little pep in his step afterwards. You can see that physicality, the body language. Always a wonderful thing to witness in Echo Arena and sports. That's why we love watching them. That's why we love VR, right? You can see it. and the intensity is there, and the activity is there. Right now, a 2-point lead is there, and maybe about to expand some more. There's Mad with another grab, sending it back, but just missing the hand, so taken here by Chrome. Chrome linked up with Ender. They're going to dribble it up and down. They've got 2 stacks now, followed by Kang on the defensive end. A quick grab there by Zenith, following an even quicker shot is what that was, but had to force it up, and Mad now trying to cough it up into the other zone, but looks like just another ping pong possession.
Yeah, cruising back with it on his own backline here. Oh, has Mad gets a stun. Goal's open, takes the shot. Oh, it's gonna go just one. Picked up there by Zenith. Will take out the trash. And Kangarillas are going to take a 2-goal lead for the first time in this game with 2.5 to go in this first round.
Who are you calling trash? In any case, great positioning from Zenith there, huh?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know, there's all kinds of backstory there. I'm not trying to get you in trouble with Kang or Sealable. My bad. Anyway,
I think you are.
Front lane up by the Cloud. Zenith is actually going to cause another turnover, but just the same, gives it right back to Cruisin in that back zone. Has one player up front. Now, numbers not really conducive, but they still might make something work, and they do, of course. Ender, top pocket as well with a hook.
We hadn't said his name for a few minutes there, and Ender, his ears started ringing. Because you guys haven't been talking about me enough for the last few minutes. So here's another one. Beautiful hook shot there on the goalie. He's going to get that one in for the 2. They're back within 2. Is for Kings. And we still have just over a minute and a half to go as Kangarillas coming out inverted. Shrem up to Zenith. Zenith sending us one into the valley. Does hit Mad. Mad looking for that pass. It's going to be off, and this one is loose. Is it going to turn over? Yes. Cruising with it here. A minute and a half to go. 4 Kings are back in possession.
That they are. And an important possession this one is. Again, this is upper bracket matchup. So no matter what, neither of these teams going home after a loss here today, but they do not want it. Zenith certainly does. That save, that is, just nagged it right before it would have sliced its way in. Again, these teams competing for their share of that $8,200 prize pool provided by our sponsors and the glory of championship titles. So with that, stakes are high, intensity is high, 1 minute left to maybe make some ice. But no, it's taken there by Ender.
Ender looking for the clear out, does get this one out through that far side too, but it's right in the hands of Zenith. Zenith sending this one back in. Hands of Sealable. We're in the final minute here. Kangaroo is currently up by 2. Another goal here won't necessarily put it away, but it will certainly help. Although the longer we go, the later that goal happens. It could be an ice as Cruising look for that clear. Oh, the forward up. It was Chrome with the slap up. Andy now trying to get this one up to Ender. Ender had the lane, isn't going to get it though. Goes back to Andy. They've got a 2v2 here. If that Kang Chang can stay in the backfield. Oh, Ender's going to get stunned out. Mad with the stop. And Zenith is going to get the clear off the incidental grab out through that the near side tube. Sealable with it. Sealable setting this one up. Going to hand it off to Mad. And Mad is going to send it in for the ice. And Kangarillas, just like that, are going to take round 1.
Right in the hat of that hot hand, and that is the Mad Hatter for you. 9 points in this opening round of this stellar match in the upper brackets. It went down to the wire, but the word on the street is that, well, Kangarillas, they're heading to round 2 with a lot of success and feeling good off of that closeout in the latter parts of that round. Over to the sidelines now. We're going to hand it to Sputnik Cobra rejoining us.
Talking about some excellent plays from Kangarillas. Zenith making some excellent stops in goal. Mad finishing it off at 30 seconds till the end of this first round, making a stop, then finishing it off with 3 points. So initial momentum going to 4K. Kangarillas will wrestle it back with 2 back-to-backs. And Chrome to Ender, making a lot of plays happen. And you talk about Kang's aggressive defense. They would find the lead past the 5-minute mark, or slightly before the 5-minute mark, with Kang running a staggered double-stack blitz, pressuring the initial possession holder, then following up and pressuring the first pass. Able to find the turnover at the ceiling would be Zenith. Zenith finding an excellent Ender on the defense of 4K, getting it to Mad on the backboard, and Mad's going to put it in. And that's when Kang really started to find their momentum. It was back and forth, but Kang really coming through, making excellent stops between Mad and Zenith. And really, that's what it came down to. Kang making the stops when they needed to make them, getting down court, finding these open threes, and let's see if they can do that in the second round.
Hey, I'm all for it. Second round, perfect timing. Sputnik on that sideline, thank you for the analysis there. And a quick thank you and shout out to our sponsors, of course, in HyperX and Asterion Products, VR Cover, ProTube VR, VRware.net, Rebuff Reality, Fixed Gaming, and in this virtual reality, we are gaming. We're going to the second round. Also, quick shout out to IgniteVR.gg for Spark and to CVRE. Spark in the community, go sign up for their coming seasons. That said, back into it now. Bottom of the trench, cruising with the possession.
And Cruising going to send that one up to Ender. Ender going to get this one cleared out off the cloud block. Chrome able to track that one down here for Four Kings. And juking around in the trench. They're going to get this one back to the back line there to Cruising. Cruising sending this one up. Ender going to look for the setup here. Good setup to Andy. Does hit Andy. Andy's going to walk this one in. Looking to go back. No, he was looking to duck Zenith. And Zenith with the long arms is going to get that stun off. And now Strembitsky with the recovery here at the near side wall, near side floor. Trying to send that out. The bounce is not favorable, but the chain gets there cleanly. Zenith sending out with Andy. He's going to be on it. It is 40 meters out. Zenith is going to get your first goal of round 2 here for Kangarillas. 3 points on the board.
You know, I didn't think that was in. It looked like it was going to graze either the barrier or that corner of the rim. Shame on me for doubting the power of the Zen. Definitely bringing light into the tunnel, or at least light into that goal. And that's an excellent start there for Kangos.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic start, but nice little play here from Four Kings with that last pass. Not quite going to be good. Ender does recover, though. Ender sending it near side. Oh, a little too soft and Zenith handles that one cleanly as the revenge stun comes through. Now Cruising does pick it up on the backline here, though. Now Cruising setting this one up. Going to send it across, trying to get it to Chrome far side. But once again, Kangarillas are going to get in that lane and stuff it. Sending it all the way down into the Four King zone. I see nothing but uncontested orange. And that is Strembitsky going to hit that 3, 9 meters out from a ridiculously steep angle. And Kang is up by 6.
Yeah, you know what? That right there, that was a rhythm shot. You want a measuring stick on saying, okay, how good does a Team XYZ feel right now at this very moment? It's when shots like that are taken with confidence. They don't look forced, even though it's high degree difficulty. It doesn't look forced. It looks calm, and it looks so smooth and easy when, again, it's anything but on those kind of angles.
Yeah, absolutely. Now it's going to be Chrome here for Four Kings, getting this one to the back line. Look how aggressive Seal Bag is playing right now, coming very far out of the bubble. They have a few players out of the bubble. This is a very aggressive defensive posture here from Kang. As Zenith is looking for the clear, that bounce not favorable is going to turn it right back over. Cruising with it, sending it back in. Hits Andy. Andy looking for the send it. Oh no, that's not when you want to be losing the hand like that. That is unfortunate. This one finds its way to that far side trap, slap back in, trying to track it down. The goal is not open. Excuse me, I thought it was. I was about to call it, but no. Zenith looking for the clear. Cruising with the pickup on the back line again. Now coming back in, almost 3 minutes off the clock here in the second round. Cruising setting this one up. Hits Chrome, bringing it in, hits it. And there you go. Four Kings have finally found the way onto the board here in the second round. Going to get 2 points on the board there from Chrome.
And Chrome had to launch that up and just caught the arm back a little bit further and throw it at an angle just to accommodate for that defense who was trying to dive and trying to get the arms in the way, the hands in the way. So those little minute adjustments there, able to buy them some success for their first couple of points as Kangos launches out rather quickly here, but maintains control. Some nice passes, everyone touching the disc on this rollout. And meanwhile, on the back line, Sealable Bag also doing some great work on the brawls to enable some more space for his teammates to find that disc, as they do actually lose it here for a brief second.
And now disc is loose once again, finding its way into the traps. Strembitsky gonna slap this one up. What? Oh, I was gonna lose my mind. I was gonna absolutely lose it. That would have been the end of my career. Oh my goodness, I can't. I wish that had happened. I wish so terribly bad. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. I'm over. That's it. I'm out.
Oh. Oh. Hey, whose name have we not said in the last few minutes? Remind me.
Ender.
Unbelievable.
His ears were ringing again.
Unbelievable.
I just we went from an almost unbelievable to an actually unbelievable. Goodness gracious. What a ridiculous game this is so far as Kang back in possession here, still up by 1, but still over half of this game still remaining, at least half of this round.
I dare say, don't want to call it early, but momentum shift potentially underway. Shots like that, goals like that can really twofold. Get one team going and get the other team mighty discouraged. So got to watch out for Kings. Granted, they are usually very good with keeping that mental strength, but for Four Kings here, I mean, they are feeling it. Certainly after that shot, if they can get another one going, that could be the start of something new. Sounds like a musical. And in a case, Andy W, the disc back, but losing it out here off of some excellent defense. And there, wow, sliding in, Strembitsky out of nowhere. Says, I'll take that, Zen. Thanks for the defense. I'm going to finish the job here.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful goal there from Strem, setting that one in. For the three. I mean, we're seeing so much of this right now where both these teams, I mean, you see the margins within which they're working here. Watch it. I mean, they're all kind of having to score these goals by the skin of their teeth, and they all look gorgeous. They're all gorgeous. What a play there. Chrome up over to Ender. They've got a 2v1 as that Chan is returning. The Chan gets back. Matt's going to get the stop there, though. Andy with the disruption. Strem with the pickup, the recovery, looking for that clear. Does get it out to Zenith.
Quite like that defense from Kang as well. The moment that the offensive player turned the head, they had 3 different players all converge and clamp down. And will they score off of it? Let's see, a soft attempt there. Not sure what they were looking for, but they will. Well, they assuredly are looking for a back out there, and that is definitely in their wheelhouse and in their playbooks, as they will look for the highest percentage goal possible. 4Kings, though, not content with playing in that bubble. They are pressuring outside there and being dragged into that midfield down by 4.
Zenith on the back line, gonna get this one up to Stram as Ender's playing very aggressive. So is Andy. Now all of 4Kings, look at that, the goal was open. 4Kings being very aggressive right now. They can feel it. That's you can see they're feeling the pressure. They really want to get some points on the board, and they do score that turnover. That is Ender coming away with that one. Ender sending this one out. Is that gonna be on? No way. The Chain's gonna get there anyways, but another Chain getting back to it. Chrome actually gonna get stunned out. Zenith with the pickup, sending it out, but that's Ender once again on the back line. Ender moving this one in, 3.5 minutes to go. Currently down by 4 is 4Kings. Ender up to Chrome. Chrome looking for the cut. Hits Cruising. Cruising is going to hit it for the 2, and they're back within 2 with just over 3 to go.
Ooh, dangerous angle to be taking on a goalkeeper like Mad, but that said, squeezed it by. And I know there's still a few minutes, but 4Kings, oh, they needed that one. Believe me, they needed that one to just continue on what they were initially building. They didn't want to see that flame fizzle out. If a flame could do such a thing. Nonetheless, they're only up by 2 now for Kangarillas, so we saw the disc control. It's going to be even more important now.
Very important indeed. Is this one? We're under 3 minutes to go here. Seal will try to get there. Oh, it's not going to be. It's going to be Kong instead. Not Kong. What game am I in? Strembitsky with this one, sending it across to Mad. Mad walking it up. Goal was over for a moment. Got to go to Zenith. And Zenith is going to get the sure point. Swing that one in for the 2. And just like that, Kangarillas are up by 2 goals here, up by 4.
And somewhere out in the ether, Kung's ears are currently ringing. But
hi, Kung.
Hey, Kung, how's it going? No doubt, I am the competition and satisfied with the fact that they're done for the day. But these teams, they are going, and they are going into the deep end of the floor here. Still narrow margins, and the score here, perhaps the defense trying to get back. Oh, but not there. Chrome trying to hit. I believe Ender was in the area initially, but then kind of dived on top of each other, so missed that connection, and that will be a potentially costly turnover.
Now the clear out's going to make its way all the way into the 4Kings bubble here. That's not ideal. It's just going to be scooped out. That bounce is sending it to the near side wall. Picked up there by Zenith. That was a quick toss back. They get it over to Strem. Strem going to juke a little bit. Has one on his tail. Oh, but the goal is open for a scotch too long. And Strem is going to hit that one for the 3. And just like that, Kangarillas have doubled the 4Kings points here. 14-7. 4Kings have a minute and a half to score 7 points. That's a minimum of 3 goals.
I'm still trying to figure out how exactly that shot happened. At least the release point looks so, I guess, just as kind of a swing back through 2 defenders. Wow, managed to get it through the clasps of the defense, who are needing to play more and more aggressive, obviously, and it's getting to that point. I mean, 7-point disadvantage, and they do not have a lot of time to work with, suffice to say, and they're going to get stunned out here. As if the Kangarillas get that back, I mean, good defensive play here in itself will be some ice.
That one now got a careen around the bubble there. A minute to go as Silverback gets that one picked up here. Kang sitting in a really good position right now. Just going to let that clock run a little bit. Strem sending it back to Silver. Just a little give and go there to get away from the defense. Run some seconds off the clock. Silver going to go for a long shot. Going to be quite wide, bouncing off the side of the backboard there. But with only 40 seconds to go, we are, in fact, fully out of time. Kangarillas will be going on to take Joker in the semifinals. Both teams undefeated, and it will be 4Kings dropping to that lower bracket here. They will be taking on Synapse over on Channel 2 just after this game. But wow, what a performance here from Kangarillas. I mean, it's not like Ender didn't come to perform. You know, as I was talking a lot, we've said his name a whole lot in this game. He does have 11 points in it as we look to close out in less than 10 seconds. But Kangarillas are just going to absolutely take this one in this third round. What a performance from those guys as we close this one. One more shot there, not going to go in. Cruising with the stop, and there you go.
Hey, not giving up on the play. Stram trying to steeze and Cruzen saying, bless you. Hey, they still finish out there, and as then we just mentioned, we're still going to see more of Four Kings. They'll still be in this tournament with one more life to spare. That said, over to Sputnik Cobra. What's up on the sidelines, and what did you witness in that last round?
So Ender would put 11 on the board, but Strembitsky on the other team would put 11 on the board. Mad with 4 saves. I think the moral of this story, or at least the biggest takeaway, is that the aggressive Kang defense really persevered. They were able to wrestle control from 4K. They were able to stop 4K in the bubble. 4K would have some good plays, some good cuts, but it just wasn't enough. Strem would find a shot at ceiling. Well, let's talk about Zenith. Around the 9-minute mark, Zenith would have a crucial stun on Andy. That would stop the first scoring attempt from 4K. Zenith would then find a 40-meter shot, 18 meters a second, from near ceiling at midline to put the first points on the board for Kang, and that was a huge statement. Cruising to Chrome, the first points on the board would be cruising to Chrome out of the bubble pass to behind the goal for Chrome. Dimwee would lose his mind as Ender follows up on the Strem slap attempt at 58 meters. Lose his mind. I think you walked away for a second, Dimwee, but that was insane.
He walked away. He pulled a Kelly Clarkson. In fact, he kind of pulled a you. I think he also called out Kung there earlier. You had the ball thing. I'm crossing my fingers. We got one more cast. I'm not looking for any flubs on my end. Caster's curse. Just watch out. I'm gonna be called out hardcore if I make a single mistake next time around. But yeah, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there, Spot. But go on.
You know, I should cut this short, but we talk about strong out of bubble defenses, and 4K wasn't able to apply at 4-minute mark. They recognized the deficit that they were in. They started to play outside of the bubble, but they couldn't adjust accordingly to stop Kang, and Kang continued to gain even more momentum. So really the biggest takeaway is that Kang's out-of-bubble defense and their ability to apply strong defensive pressure anywhere around the court is a huge decider in this matchup.
All right, thank you, Sputnik, and couldn't agree more. That I know I focus a lot myself just because it's kind of the player in me and my play style in the past. I really like looking at the passes and the spacing and things like that, but I feel like I do discount the defense from Kang a little bit too much sometimes because they are pretty nasty in that department. Suffice to say, I'm sure Dimwee would concur there for sure. Hi, Dimwee.
I'm concurring.
Is Sneaky Evil in the chat again? What's wrong? Anyway. All right. With that, we do have still yet more matches. We're winding it down, though, in day one in this 2-day event of our finals across our 3 regions, Oceania, Europe, and North America. So a lot more to come still, including in this region itself. So do stay tuned. We'll be back after some more brief intermissions, and we'll get set up for your last match.
VR where our passion is for the future.
Would you make up your mind? 'Cause I'm getting tired of overthinking every move you make. And I can help you decide who you're loving now and how I'm not quite there.
Yeah, the near side trap going to be picked up by Game. Trying to send out, but Jason there with the recovery. Going to be sent all the way through. Picked up there by Mozzie. Mozzie has the open lane. Whoa! What a save there from Ryan. One of the biggest saves in the round two. It's going to send all the way through. Jaywalker has an open lane, and that was on. 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go.
Offensive players, once they get into the bubble zone, that's allowing them to stack up much more quickly as it's on the ground. Moonface, oh, what a save there by Cruzen, and he sends it out. And again, that stack is together.
Saves now as he recollects the disc and maybe look for an attacking opportunity, but this may be just as important, if not more important, the Challenger Cup, because this will get them for the opportunity to get into Challenger Cup. But Goran Jr.
bouncing out of the bubble back to his teammate though. Intentional pass. Random cross pass to Lord of War. Lord bounce shot, and it's good. What a play! Sin take the lead 4-2.
3 is a 3, as I'm not sure anyone says, but it's a fact. So out, flying in, taking it is Zach, and putting 3 more on the board.
He's looking, he's juking, he's passing over to Pam, and Pam is going to pass it to Frost, who's going to sink it in 4-2 early on here in this first round.
Let's see how Valkyries can respond here. They can't let that get them down.
See Swag War as well in the chat, and I see a Cal 3-point goal. How about that? What was that? 2 seconds.
But unfortunately, no one was there to pick it up. That's going to get picked up by Menacing Mage. Menacing Mage over to Aureli Aurum. Aureli Aurum back over to Recep, who's going to sink it in.
Looking like Niles could not find the disc as Stody can't find the disc. Down to Niles for the slam dunk, making an amazing response.
Pushing out as the lone man, the lone pressure, the forecheck. Jewel going to start walking up with this one. They have 2 of the bubbles, passing it there to Speedy. What a setup.
Actually, sits that much farther down. That's not a bounce shot, but it's going to get picked up by his teammate, and they're going to hit the post. No! But there's not over yet, and the second time, it's good.
Going into finals, we have one thing and one thing only on our mind, and that's winning.
I'm fairly confident going into the finals. I think we're going to surprise some people.
We're going to bring our highest level of competition we've ever brought, and we're not going to disappoint.
Yeah, I've actually been preparing my entire life for this. We know that we can compete with any of the teams in our bracket.
We're able to start proving our worth so far.
Yeah, we're confident.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome back one final time for this finals final day, but not the final day of the finals, but the penultimate day. You know what I mean. So, I'm Palador. I've got Sir Dimwee by me. I got Sputnik Cobra as well, and we've had so many people across the cast all day long, all night long, casting across our channels to get every one of these matches streamed. And why? Because this is the culmination of months and months and months of work to come to this final ending point. Dimwee, we're currently in this lower bracket. This is do or die for these teams. This is win or go home. And 7 here and Anomaly. 2 stellar teams. I'm just sad that one of them have to go home, but nonetheless, the stakes are larger. We're going to get it going now.
Yeah, these two teams are away, and that's going to be Anomaly winning that headbutt joust. Anomaly did beat Ethereal and Project Mayhem to stay in this one and take on 7 here. 7, of course, they have played 2 rounds so far, beat Synapse, lost to Joker, and now find themselves up against this very strong team Anomaly that has really been proving their place in the league as of late. As Zux is looking to pick this one up in the bubble, not able to get there, and Sweet Tooth not able to get there either. Shot off the backboard is going to go wide.
A little bit rushed there. I mean, first the misgrab and then maybe a quick shot, but fortunately for them, they get it back. They're going to go on the attack. H-Money from Desirable, and that is a most convenient way to score after a couple struggled attempts. And getting on the board now is Money.
There you go. Yeah, H-Money's going to get the first goal here of round 1. 2 points on the board for 7, who have been a really hot team in their own right as of late, but it will be Anomaly with the joust advantage. Chocolit looking to send that one in deep, but a good read there by Citizen. Not going to let it get deep. Now turning it around here for 7. Gives H-Money a boost. Trying to get that one up. It's going to ultimately be a dump into the bubble. And picked up here by Anomaly. Only for a moment. The slap. Are you kidding me? What a recovery. H-Money is going to capitalize on that. Just T-poses in the bubble. You can't blame him. And 7's going to go up by 4.
Hey, doing it to the T's. Not very polite, but definitely across those T's. And hey, with that, 7 is looking good on the start. You know, an initial struggle at first, but I think with the stakes at play, even for experienced players, the thing is, when you get to these cups, the first couple minutes, unless you're a complete robot, which some people may indeed be, it does take a little bit of time to calm it down in these big match situations, you know?
No, absolutely. And that's, oh, Sweet Tooth.
Hey.
And there it is. Anomaly is going to get their first goal on the board here. 15 seconds after the last, for just over a minute, almost 2 minutes in fact. It's a 4-2 lead here for 7. But that is a big goal there for Anomaly. Break that ice. It's the sort of thing, I mean, you have to get the first to get the second and to take the lead. So that's how, the first goal is more important than probably just about any goal in the game. Is Citizen going to slow this one down here for 7?
Okay, and playing it patiently as well. Now, for those joining us here across our channels, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, venues, you're in the right place at the right time. But if you're not familiar with these teams, well, certainly you should be after today. And here's one of, on the side of Anomaly as well, one of the fastest teams in the world in terms of that stack. And just got to be aware of that, as it will be some offense, an ender attempt, but stunned out, and Chocolit with some contempt will dish it out and right on the stacks. I mean, look at that. No time wasted. It's Acorn laying waste to the goal.
And there you go. Anomaly have tied it up here 3 minutes into the first round. It kind of shows you why they're still here. They have not stopped yet. They have not let up. They're going to keep on going until they can't go anymore here. And so good goal there. So 3 minutes in, it's going to be 7 with the joust advantage. Zucks with it, going to send it across there to Citizen. Once again, they're going to play very slowly on this rollout. Now sending it through that tube, getting it by that chain, although it's not to the intended target. It is loose. What a... No way! H-Money is ridiculous! I cannot believe he just pulled that off.
Hey, look, this is what you gotta love about the postseason, right? When you get these plays, I mean, look at those grabs in quick succession and able to find the goal at the end of it. H-Money now proven to be the hot hand to start this round for 7, all 6 points in possession of the cash money one. And that is a stellar start for him for sure, but for this team, which is full of heavy hitters, might I add. Let's see how everyone else gets on the board here as they dribble down the floor to Chocolit and off that barrier, actually. Grazing kind of awkwardly as it gets sent back to the wedge.
That was a beautiful play there. They got Desirable stunned out behind the play, and they would have had the 4v3. Desirable, no ways. Oh, my goodness. That almost turns around punishingly, although still a possibility here. Citizen with it, bringing it in, is going to set it in for the 2, and 7 is going to take a 4-point lead. But I cannot get over that play from Anomaly to get that one down. They weren't able to score off of it, but man, that was some top level manipulation.
Yeah, absolutely. So well coordinated here. Certainly on this team, the chemistry is one of the factors that led to them becoming a master team. They didn't start that way here in this season with this new format, but they certainly earned their spot, earned their stripes, and getting stunned, and now the strike. It's Sweet Tooth, and that is the truth. They're up.
Yeah, good recovery there. Sweet Tooth gets it in for the 2. They're back within 2 as we approach the halfway mark of this first round. It's going to be 7 with his Shouse advantage coming out of the 2. So it will be 5:04 on the clock, almost exactly. And I'm curious to see how they're going to roll. They've had very patient rolls, so they're very quick chain. I hear from Anomaly trying to track that one down. They're going to feign one attack, go after another. They get split up there, so that chain is, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Citizen, 21 meters out, hits it for the 3. That's a 5-point lead.
It's funny, Dimwit, and actually more impressive long form tournament. These players have been going at it for a couple hours now, a few hours, and to be able to pull something deep down out of the gas tank there and to show up in this fashion, just with those, again, the hot hands between them, this is impressive to say the least. It's a battle of attrition, as always, when it comes to these long-form tournaments, and certainly they're battling. Citizen is battling, but getting stunned out by Big Bot, so a bot battle, and Big Bot may just win out there, but actually Desirable sneakily coming in, and once again avoiding the stuns, but managing to get a grab. But Chocolate will also retain possession, and that is into the deep end, awaiting these stacks.
I was heading out to the far side, but Desirable gets that picked up and now going to invert. Sending this one out, trying to get it through. Does get it through all the way down, trying to get it to Zux. Excuse me, that is Zux down there. It is not able to pick that one up. Stunned out, Big Bot coming away with it. Looking for that clear. Does get it? No, doesn't get it through. Citizen somehow gets a grab on that one. Going to go up to Zux. Zux did not have a lane there, so he's going to back that one out. Good jukes there to get it to the back line. Desirable quickly sending that one back in. They're looking at 2v3, and that was fantastic coverage. Acorn with that stun. Chocolate giving Acorn the boost. They're going to chain after this one.
And all of the players now arriving at the same time here, converging on each other. Will be Chocolate coming away with it, has the angle and manages to find it just over the outreach arms of Chocolate, kind of between the posts, a field goal, I guess. Within 3 points, Anomaly as we wind down to the last 3 minutes of this first round, and elimination round at that. Need I remind you guys across both of our channels. Same on channel 2 right now. 4 Kings versus Synapse elimination game in the first round, and that's a 6-5 game. So both of these channels really playing tight to the wire.
Oh, I mean, they really are. 3 minutes ago here. Long shot. Is that going to be on? Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. H-Money stepped out of the way. He stepped out of the Somebody called it that it was on, and that was absolutely going in, but that is going to be Anomaly shutting it down, and now Citizen picking it up. A long shot there, looking for the recovery. Not quite, and that one's off of a head. That is unfortunate. Still not able to get that one in, and Chocolate coming away with the clear.
Wow, so many glancing blows there on the goalpost, and could this pave the way for another goal? No, snagging it out. H-Money is able to get the recovery. They're up by 3, but a big snag back. The goal is sort of open. They've got some angles, or at the very least, they've got the defense off balance and finding an exposed goal. It's Acorn to Sweet Tooth, and they bring themselves back within a single-digit reach.
Absolutely phenomenal there from Anomaly. Coming back within 1 with 2 minutes to go here. 7 has to be feeling the pressure now after that, as they're going to be coming out with just 2 minutes to go here. Just a single point in lead. As Zox quickly sending that one to Citizen, far side. Citizen stunned out by that chain. Disc is loose. Back chain picks it up, and they're going to chase after it. Chocolate with Sweet Tooth. The faded pair. Logo the stop. Zox is going to shut the door on that and get it cleared.
Absolutely excellent dive coming in from Zux, and that is a big story that I've witnessed in this season and Challenger Cup, previous weeks, all of the above. Zux has definitely turned into a phenomenal defender. Maybe always was, and I just didn't give enough credit because of all the offensive capability, but they got to do it again with some more defense here. Can they? Will they? Yes, they will! It's H-Money this time around, and that is out of there, clutching it up, but can they get the goal? Can they turn it into something good on the other side? That is the puzzle.
Was that a headbutt save? I'm not sure, and I don't think it needed to be, but was it? I can't be sure, but that one's going to end up back in the zone here, all the way down into the bubble. Oh, are you kidding me? What?
Again. Wow. No words.
What even is that? That's not even a shot. That was a ricochet off of a forehead. I'm just flabbergasted. Flabbergasted. 2-point lead here to Anomaly. 45 seconds, 7 in possession. Quick pass there to Citizen, far side. Citizen shoveling this one out. Can't quite get it to the intended receiver. And that's a disruption there. Chocolate on the back line gets this one cleared out. Zutz trying to track it down. 34 seconds. Zutz just getting there, but the chains are finally getting away. They're not actually not boosting at the moment. Going to wait for something to happen here. 7 up to Desirable. Desirable back to the back line here. They need to put anything on the board here. 2 will send us to overtime. Desirable setting it in. Disrupted by Lit. Lit's going to get that one cleared out. 60 seconds. Oh, they're away cleanly. They get it cleanly. They're looking for the ice and they hit it. Sweet Tooth is going to hit it for the 3. And just like that, Anomaly have taken round 1.
Ice, baby, and nothing vanilla about this gameplay. They wrap it up. 16-11, round 1 in the books, and they still got some more time to play off of that stellar round. Over to the sidelines. I do believe we may have Sputnik here. Maybe.
I'm here, but I'm gonna have to heavily lean on you guys.
Yeah, I think the game was so hot, you got kicked out of the match there halfway through. I saw.
I got burned. I got scorched, but Anomaly pulling it off in the first round. What an impressive performance. And really, that's all I gotta say.
Dimwee, just take it from me, because I'm just gonna sit here and contemplate. There are times you mentioned the word flabbergasted. Same here. I'm flabbergasted. I'm gobstoppered. That match was sweet. Okay, I have nothing else to say or add.
Yeah, a big shout out to Sweet Tooth there. 10 points on the board, the only player in the game. As my voice cracks a little bit, the only player in the game with the double digits. Also got to point out that every single player here on 7 has at least 1 save. And I think I pointed out from a game of theirs earlier today how many saves were in that game. And it just shows you that it doesn't matter. You look at a team like 7, and when I look at that roster, I think offense. But then I look at the stat board, I see saves, and that just shows you. I mean, that's how adept you have to be at every facet of this game. If you want to play at this top level, you can't just be a good shooter. You can't just be a good goalie. You can't just be a good stunner. You have to be good at every single one of those things. Not only do you have to be good at it, you got to be one of the best at every single one of those things to compete at this level.
Well, you're absolutely right. I mentioned something similar there with Kangarillas when we watched him, and how sometimes I recognize myself just getting caught up in some of the offensive execution, not recognizing the fact that there's some stellar defense being played by these teams. 7 included. Hot hands on offense, absolutely, but man, can they lock down? Can they clamp down? In fact, that's why we've seen them have the success that they've had, as look at the moves, just a flourish from Sweet Tooth. Not satisfied with the simple, has to make it a little bit extra. And gets it done for the first couple.
Yeah, there you go. Anomaly is just going to keep this one running, keep the train going. They are going to get the first goal here of round 2. Very big goal, very important goal. Although I fully expect to go to 3 rounds in this game. Citizen setting that one up to H20 here in the near side too. H20 going to start walking this one up with this 2-point deficit, and still has plenty of room. So just going to keep on walking. These boots from making it wait for me. I can't even get the line out. Are you kidding me? But Desirable taking a shot, Sweet Tooth with a shutdown and the clear, although it's not out.
Well, let's see. They break free. Willie Nelson taking it up here. Desirable, no, getting stunned. And actually backing out Chocolate just in the right place for a really deep heave. That is dangerously close. Wow. A straight shot, a nearly dead center. But unfortunately not the case. Would have been fitting for the spectacular highlights we've seen thus far as H-Money looks to gather that disc, trying to take the defense off balance, but there they are. Sweet Tooth now with the disc, shaking it around a little bit just to say, this is mine, and waiting, maybe directing traffic, trying to get the stack to get on the front line fast, but they do not, so H-Money takes it back.
And H-Money going to clear that one up, trying to get it to the cross pass, but it's out of reach of the intended target. Chocolate gets a hand on it, but can't get it out. Citizen with it. They've got all 4 on the bubble, bringing it in. There it is. Zox hits it for the 2. They're going to tie it up here. It took them a minute 4 after that last goal, but they do tie it up here just 2 minutes into this second round.
This is the time, Dimwee. The time is now, as the saying goes around these parts, but this is the time where you need to dig deep. And once you do that, you need to dig even deeper. You got to find that calming factor some way, somehow. That's shaking the fist a little bit there at the defender, but you got to be able to find, in all of this storm, you have to be able to find your game again. And for 7, they want to force that third round, obviously. They want to stay alive here. And for those offensive hot hands, they need to get hotter. They need to find those opportunities. But you see there, kind of another quick one had to be released. And as a result, turning it over now to Acorn and Co.
This one bouncing around mid there. Chocolate ultimately able to track that one down. Chocolate up to Sweet Tooth. They're just a little bit too far ahead. Sweet Tooth trying to track it down. No, it'll be H-Money with a good leech. And now going to get this one sent back to the back line. Good reset to Zux. Sending that one up to Desirable. Desirable going to get this one out as that chain gets away into the zone. But that pass is not quite on. It will immediately turn back over. Acorn with the pickup. Going to get this one set into the tube. 3 minutes off the clock here. It's going to be back in the hands of Desirable. Desirable sending it back through mid. Trying to get it down to 2 players who are down there. That is Zux going to get the pickup. Zux looking for the cut to Citizen, who's wide open. As that was Sweet Tooth coming in quickly, but bounces off of the barrier, ending up blowing that coverage and does get that one in. It will be 7 getting that one in for the 2, and they're up by 2.
How? How do they make something so clean look so dirty at the same time? Look at that. Didn't even, so casual. I guess that's what I was talking about. In the crunch time situation, somehow able to still execute like that, as if there wasn't a worry in the world. And why not? They've got the lead in this second round, narrowly granted, but a lead nonetheless. And, well, some more points for Chocolate. And making a s'more out of that. It's tied up here. Then we're going down to the wire. I can feel it.
We are indeed. This is a very close matchup, and both these teams want to get to the finals. Neither of them want to get knocked out here because a loss here, not necessarily in this round, but in this game. Oh, the headbutt there, Anomaly coming out way too fast. Although they're not able to collect on it, it will be ultimately Citizen. No, Citizen trying to. Will be Lit coming away with that one. Lit now walking this one up. Has Sweet Tooth nearby. Going to get this one into the bubble to Big Bot. Big Bot going back to Lit. Lit. Oh, try to send that one in, but Desirable gets a grab in the clear.
Now just checking behind for some grabs in the back line. Meanwhile, in the front, that is a tough angle off that pyramid. And not an unfamiliar one to see these teams take. That is a very dangerous heave, diveable there because of the length of that pass. So this is just going to be back and ping and pong and see if they can get that to go. There's a gentle finish and a gentle pass at that. Sweet Tooth to Acorn and up by 2.
Yeah, gentle indeed, and 2-point lead. That is a massive lead here, particularly given Anomaly took the first round. You know, 7 is wanting to push the third round here. Because obviously they want to push that third round because a loss in the second round would mean that the end of their season, and nobody wants that. But Citizen sending us one in. Oh, that one's not favorable. Got to take that bounce off of the pyramid there. It's Sweet Tooth, big recovery, big slap, gets this one all the way down. It's going to be right up to the ceiling. Is there a chain going to be able to get to it? No, it's going to be Acorn. Acorn has an orange player on his toes. Does get this one sent to the back line, but not quite there. Desirable with the pickup, getting it cleared out. Now flat bounce off of that ceiling there. Citizen in the area, not able to get there. Oh no, Sweet Tooth bouncing. That was another headbutt there from Sweet Tooth, and he would have felt pretty bad about that, but it's Desirable here with it on the back line. 4.5 to go.
And Desirable now just spacing out and rather waiting for the teammates to space out, so let's see what they come up with here. They've got some top passes, they got some bottom passes, they got the bottom of the goal. And H-Money putting them into a tie again, just back and forth.
Yeah, we're getting that nice back and forth scoring pace that we can see in these very evenly matched, very well fought games. And yeah, Lit's gonna handle this one. 4 minutes to go. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, Acorn coming away with that, trying to get it through mid. Ugly bounce there, setting it in the far side trap. Acorn comes away with it again. Now through that far side too. Sweet Tooth trying to track it down. To be H-Money with a slap through the back line for the reset here. And Zux turning it around now for 7.
Down to the wire and right into the island. The defender there nonetheless. Big Bot taking it out, sending it to the mid lane. A boosted player. Sweet Tooth getting there to stun, but a successful clear nonetheless. Pinging back into the other side. Exchanging possessions a few different times. Sweet Tooth finding the ramp, but finding nothing but, well, there was a defender and now missing it and almost recovering. That would have been devastation to give up a goal like that. So they are definitely going to wipe the sweat off those brows and now trying to browse down the lane. See if they can buy themselves a bucket. 3:15 in the match, potentially in the match remaining.
Ooh, and that was a good chain. Oh, big pickup there by Acorn. It's over to Chocolate, who has to put on the brakes, but still comes away with it. Trying to get it back is ultimately going to go over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth going to go for this reset here to the back line. Let his big bot with it now. Less than 3 minutes to go in the second round. Still a tie game here. An Anomaly looking to end this one in 2 to push on to knock out 7 out of this tournament. That send-in is not going to be on, and that is a clear out there. It's going to get all the way out through mid. It's going to go all the way down, but look how fast that chain is here for Anomaly. They are back in possession. Oh, no. The answer there, oh my goodness.
I mean, Citizen's been uncanny, hasn't he? Being in the right place, putting himself in the right place, not even being there, putting himself in the place for those opportune goals. Immensely important now to go back up by 2.
Yeah, that is a really important goal there for 7, especially if they want to push that third round. 2 minutes to go here, and they're back in possession. They turn that one over. H20 sending us one in, trying to get a careening bounce there to the intended target, but no. That chain is going to pick it up. They send it to the other chain. That chain's going to chase after it. Intercepted there by Citizen. Not able to come away with it as Chocolate picks it up and stun in that tube, and now Zux with it. Zux going up to Desirable. Desirable does not have a lane here, so going to look for that reset. Does get a good back pass there to Citizen. Citizen trying to send that one up. The bounce almost incidentally fantastic, but now Lit, it's off of a teammate's head. Lit coming away with it. Lit going to get this one sent out. They're going to chain after it. Is anybody going to get away cleanly? Not quite. Desirable sending it back to mid.
142. That's a bouncer, but no, sir. Big bot in the area to recover into the tunnel now. Launched out, and another grab by Sweet Tooth. Lining it up, lighting it up. And that is a big, big shot off the assist from Big Bot Sweet Tooth. That puts them in the lead. 90 seconds, Simwe. That is immense.
Yeah. That is 1 point lead here. We're okay. All right, let's do this. Minute 12 on the clock as we come out of the tubes. A 1 point deficit here to 7 as they take this possession. And Zox going to send this one across here to Citizen. Citizen looking for the impasse. Is going to hit it to Desirable. Oh my goodness, they hit it. And they have retaken the lead here. Back up by 1 with a minute to go.
That pass, wow. I'm surprised it got through and it barely squeezed by. That is a highlight in itself. And in the biggest moments thus far this game, of course, the next 46 seconds are going to be nothing but big moments for both these teams. So looking to force that third round now. Quick launch out here, though. Anomaly down from behind. They could still take this in a sweep, but they got to act decisively, if nothing else. And there's a turnover again. Citizen could maybe put this away if they can get a stack going. And there it is indeed. It's going to be a 3, dinging and up into the goal again, dinging twice. 23 seconds left, and a crucial possession. The lives of their seasonal lives here are at stake.
Oh, they're gonna get it here. The setup, the score. They get it. No. They're gonna knock out 7-2, just like that. Anomaly is gonna move on. They're gonna move on to the matches tomorrow. It's 7 is gonna go home after that goal. I can't believe what I just witnessed. Anomaly is still in this tournament.
Wow, what a finish to that round. Shocking, and heartbreaking. Suffice to say, that was incredible and devastating at the same time, depending on who you were rooting for. Unbelievable end to that round. What a clutch up. And the depths of defeat potentially in that round. Crazy. Sputnik Cobra, tell me about it.
Excellent game for both teams, but Anomaly, they're an underdog, and they're really pulling through so far in this day 1. They got it to day 2. I mean, the world is theirs right now. I want to see how they do tomorrow, but we have to wait till then. Sweet Tooth with 17 points, 2 assists, and 2 saves. Big Bot finding 3 saves themselves. Zux, no slouch, 3 saves as well, but really able to pull through. Anomaly would put the first points on the board for the second round, and it was back and forth. Dez from the floor, H-Money at 4 minutes 30 seconds, then Citizen. It would be responded by Sweet at 90 seconds. I mean, it really heated up in the last 2 minutes. Sweet would find a 3-pointer with 90 seconds on the clock to put Anomaly in the lead by 1 point. Citizen then from mid would thread a pass straight through that defense, just past their fingertips, to find Dez at the floor at 60 seconds. But it really came down to 7, not able to hit that 3-pointer, dinging twice. Once off the bottom of the crossbar, then off the floor, back off the bottom of the crossbar. Able to recover is Anomaly. Anomaly would get it down in that bubble at 7. Send a nice little pass in front of the goal. secure that 2-pointer, and secure this 2-round sweep over 7. Impressive performance from Anomaly, and I can't wait to see how they do tomorrow.
Impressive is right. I'm thoroughly, once more, I guess for the second time in that match, flabbergasted. Just unbelievable. This is 7 was being looked at as one of those dark horses of sorts, who could contest and did contest the teams at the very, very tip top. But Anomaly, they're saying, hey, we're here too. We earned our stripes, and we just proved why we did in a long-form tournament. There's no questioning the battle that these teams just been through. That was just immensely entertaining, and again, in ways heartbreaking too. I don't like to see either of these teams parting for the season because, but that's just the nature of the tournament. But everyone earned their spots on this finals, and with that, Anomaly in particular, well, they just earned their spot into the final day, Dimwee.
Yeah, I mean, just hats off to Anomaly. I really don't have a lot to say at this point in the day, and there's still so much left to go yet, and I'm just. I'm very happy for Anomaly. I'm gonna be honest. I'm very happy for this team. Some of my favorite players, Chocolate. Fun fact: me and Chocolate were on a team for less than 24 hours at one point. We never actually played any games, but that's when I started calling him the one-man speed multiplier. And now that finding a Sweet Tooth, a faded pair there, Chocolate, Sweet Tooth, and then Big Bot and Acorn. This is a team that's worth. They definitely earned moving on to tomorrow.
Look, another fun fact. I gave a signed styrofoam cup to Chocolate once upon a time when he was brand new. I feel like after that performance, I need Chocolate to sign something of mine.
Right. Yeah.
So it's in the mail. It's in the game. This is indeed EA Echo Arena Sports, and that was fantastically played from their team. So with that said, we do also have still one more match actually ongoing on Channel 2 that is. So we'll redirect people who are still around, or if you're in venues as well, go visit our Twitch, of course. And 4 Kings, Synapse trying to eye it down at the moment. It's tied 2-2 in the second round, just a minute in. So looks like 4 Kings took the first round. So some equally intense and important action going on there. So make way for that one. But from the cast again on venues and VRML main and across all our channels on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook and so on and so forth. Thanks for joining. It's been fantastic. We have some more matches again, OCE as well later on in the night, and then day 2 of EU and NA tomorrow. Same place and time. So until then, I've been Palador. That's been Sir Dimwee and Sputnik Cobra here with me casting and sidelining. And so much for Subtlety manning the cameras all day long here as well. So thank you all once more. Be happy as always. Be safe as always. And healthy and, good to each other. That whole thing. And we'll see you again really, really soon.
And we're underway.
Season 3 of VR Master League Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Rebuff Reality, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.